Yeah, yeah, yeah. We in the meth lab. We in the meth lab. Got your host, Big Twin, most underrated podcast on YouTube. Underrated. You don't know what that means? You can look that up, see what that's about. Yeah, we in here. We're gonna talk about a few things. We're gonna talk about a few things today. We're gonna talk about the dirty section of YouTube, right? Everybody be saying, yo, the dirty section of YouTube. Is that real? Is that fake? Is that something that actually exists? Or is it that something that somebody just made up? You know what I'm saying? Out the blue. You know what I mean? We're gonna get into that. And we're gonna get into, a lot of things that have been going on this week. You know what I'm saying? So this is episode 42. This is the dirty section of YouTube, Decoded. Decoded. You don't know what the word decoded means, you could look it up. I could basically tell y'all real quick what decoded means. Decoded means you breaking down something. You're telling somebody the real meaning of words or of a sentence. That's what decoded means. So this is the dirty section of YouTube, Decoded. You know what I mean? And yes, the dirty section of YouTube, it does exist. And I could tell you where the dirty section of YouTube comes from. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people online, that have YouTube pages and all that, that they bored. They live in quiet towns that you probably never even heard of before. You know what I'm saying? They internet junkies. They ain't got nothing better to do, to play with the buttons and technology. You know what I'm saying? So they bored. So when, they making up all types of videos, they putting collages of this and that together. You know what I'm saying? They conjuring up like little, like 2-3 minute clips, turning that into like videos to put on here and all that. You know what I'm saying? Um, if this is what I do. If I don't have content to give y'all, I don't give y'all no content at all. You know what I mean? But on another note, shout out to everybody that come from what I come from, that's trying to do something different. You understand what I'm saying? Because I'm like me, my brother, and a few of my other bros that's on this YouTube joint. We ain't from this show. We ain't from like getting online and making videos and all that. We ain't from this. But we got stories to tell. You know what I'm saying? We got stories to tell. You know what I mean? We know a lot of people, you know what I'm saying? We connected with a lot of people. We got stories to tell. So we look at it like this. We might as well take the little bit that we do have and trying to make something about it, make something of it, of the little stuff that we do have. You know what I'm saying? Hey, yo, shout out to, that's my son right there. That's Mr. Goodbread right there. That's the guy. That's the guys right there. Yo, shout out Mr. Goodbread. Yo, everybody go over to Mr. Goodbread's channel and subscribe. He got some good topics. You know what I'm saying? Now that's a brother right there. That brother got some serious content. You know what I'm saying? There ain't too many people giving you the type of content that Mr. Goodbread is giving you. He talks about relationships. He basically tells you how not to get played. You know what I'm saying? He teach you how not to get played. You know what I'm saying? He teach you like, how to not be a simp. You know what I'm saying? And all that. Like he's a good dude. Go over there, subscribe to his joint. Watch his videos and all that. He definitely got something different to bring to the table. And that's what this is about. You know what I'm saying? We try to bring something different to the table so we won't get called the dirty section of YouTube. You know what I mean? So we won't get called that. We're gonna bring good shit to the table. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure, like, there's a lot of people that's on YouTube and all that they look at, the videos that come from this part of YouTube and they say, oh, this is garbage, that's garbage. But one thing people do gotta remember is that a lot of us brothers, like I said before, we come from nothing. You know what I'm saying? We from the street, we come from nothing. So we just trying to make something, you know what I'm saying? We trying to turn something, you know what I mean? We trying to turn the wheel, you know what I mean? We trying to, give y'all something different, give y'all our stories and all that. You know what I'm saying? If this shit is keeping for any of y'all listening, if this is keeping you out of trouble, if you a YouTuber and this shit is keeping you out of trouble, it's keeping you out the street, keep doing it. You know what I'm saying? It's keeping you out of jail and all that. Yo, keep doing it. Keep doing what you're doing and all that. You know what I mean? I'm gonna talk about a few topics and all that. I'm gonna start off with this one. Okay, if you pay attention, right, this week, it's a lot of strange shit been going on this week. I'm gonna start with the kid, Indian Red Boy. I'm gonna start with him. Okay, he allegedly, right, a month ago, or his peoples and all that, tagged up the Nipsey joint. They tagged up Nipsey's mural and all that, right? So, you know, he supposedly, you know, he wound up getting killed the other day, right? So that's no good. You know why? I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna decode this whole thing for y'all. You know? So now Indian Red Boy was blood, right? Nipsey and them is the Lokes. That's the Lokes over there. You know what I mean? So now that could possibly start a blood and crip war out there. You know what I'm saying? Out there in Inglewood, out there in Cali. You know what I mean? That could possibly start that type of war. You know what I'm saying? Now let me get in real quick. Let me shift into something else. The Hassan Campbell and Kwame Brown, right? Those are two brothers that they ain't doing nothing negative. You know what I'm saying? Kwame Brown used to be a basketball player. Hassan Campbell is a YouTuber and all that. Both of these brothers aren't doing nothing negative in their lives right now. They're not doing nothing negative. You understand what I'm saying? But now they at war. You know what I'm saying? They at war with each other when they could really be building. Pete, you know, Pete, these are things that done happen over the last couple of days. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like the devil's busy right now. You know what I'm saying? The devil's busy right now. Yo, the Juicy, shout out to the Juicy too. Y'all could go over to her page and subscribe and watch her videos. She said earlier on one of the comments on IG, she said, yo, she don't want nobody to go crazy over what happened to the Nipsey mural because that could easily be fixed. You know what I'm saying? The same dudes who did the mural could come back, patch it up and fix that up. So she don't want nobody to go crazy over that, over what happened. You know what I mean? And she's right. That could get fixed up. You know what I'm saying? But the reality of the times that we living in right now, that's not reality right there. You know what I'm saying? You know, a lot of people had love for Nip. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people on both sides. You know what I'm talking about? I'm talking about the essays too out there in Cali. A lot of people had love for Nip. So, you know, a lot of people ain't feeling that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people ain't feeling you know, how them dudes did that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people had love for him. But see, that could easily start a war. That could take us back to the 90s. You know what I'm saying? How they was beefing with each other in the 90s. That could easily take us back to that. You know what I'm saying? We don't need to go back to that. You know what I mean? We need to move forward. You know what I'm saying? Everybody should try to do what the brother Nipsey was trying to do. You know what I'm saying? You know, he was trying to unify. He was trying to give people jobs and all that. Like if all the so-called OGs did this, you know what I mean? If all the so-called OGs did this, we'd be moving into a different direction right now. Hey, yo, Mambru, salute. Yo, anybody who wanna come up here too? Everybody's welcome. The link is in the let me see. I threw the link in the chat. The link is in the chat. Anybody who want to come up to the meth lab, you know what I'm saying? Y'all welcome up. You know what I mean? I don't do this too often and all that. You know what I'm saying? You know how I do. You know what I'm saying? I do the interviews and all that. I don't do the lives too much. But anybody who want to come up is welcome to come up. Straight up. It's just one of them days. You know what I'm saying? Let's get it on. You know what I'm saying? You already know. But yeah. We gotta stop. We gotta stop the negativity. You know what I'm saying? We gotta stop moving in that negative manner. You know what I'm saying? Some things could be brushed off. You know what I'm saying? Like you could say, you know what? Let me brush this off and live another day. You know what I'm saying? Let me brush this off and stay free. Stay out of jail another day. You know what I mean? We could brush a lot of things off, you know. You ain't got to go gun ho for everything and all of that too. You know, and it's like if Twin NYC, if you watching, it's like you said yesterday in your video. He said, yo, when you in the street and all of that, stop, don't pay attention to your phone, pay attention to the street. Don't be all like, you know, you all, you know, I mean, you're all in your phone and all that walking. You know, you're not paying attention to the cars passing you. You're not paying attention to the people around you. When you're in the street and all that, you definitely got to pay attention to the street. Don't pay attention to your phone. That's how the kid ended up getting whacked. You know what I'm saying? He was all in the phone and all of that. You know what I'm saying? We got Mr.Goodbread.
Yo, what's good, OG? It's a pleasure to be back on the show, man.
Mr.Goodbread, we're shaking.
Yo, I'm chilling, man. It's a pleasure to be back.
How's everything?
Show, everything's good, man. I'm chilling, man.
Yo,
you know,
salute to you.
Salute to you, man. You
Yo,
know,
I be on your videos. I'm on your heels. You know what I mean?
You see, I'm here. I'm on your heels.
Yo, telling you, yeah.
I'm on your heels.
I'm telling you. You got some good topics. You got some good topics.
Big Twin, let
Straight
me
up.
tell you, you got some good topics too, and I like how you do it. You know why? Because you know what I mean. A lot like you got a lot of the Hassan Campbell audience. You know what I mean? Because what y'all talk about is similar, right? But let me tell you
Right.
what you do different from Hassan. You always preach to the youth that you did what you did so that they don't have to do what they have to do. You
That's a
feel me?
fact.
And that's
That's
what's
a
going
fact.
on right now between the beef between Kwame Brown and Hassan Campbell. You know what I mean? In
Mm.
our society, we have what we call gatekeepers. They black elites. These are the black dudes that somehow, some way they managed to use their skills and get platforms. And then what happened is, because I had this done a couple of times, I done turned down 2 emails from White Zaddy. You know what I mean? White Zaddy will hit you up. White Zaddy will hit you up, you know, the oppressor will hit you up, and he'll tell you, hey, let's link, let's do this, and I can make your platform bigger and all of this, X, Y, and Z, and I can get you to new audiences. But can you talk about this? And then they'll start giving you what they want you to talk about. You know what I mean?
Oh wow.
In your world, what'll happen is they'll make you an informant. They'll make you an informant, and they'll give you a check. They'll cut you a check. This is why. This is what happened to the Vlads. This is what's happening to the Hassan Campbells. You know what I mean? So they'll give you a pass. They'll give you a check and a pass to where you could talk about anything you want. You could damn near pull a gun on your show, and you won't get blocked. Because you know why? They want you. They would want you to promote negativity and promote stupidity to our youths that's watching you. Because they're gauge. What they do is they gauge your following, right? And once you get a blue check on Instagram, or once you get a nice little subscription audience on YouTube, that's when the emails come out. Because now they know that you control enough black people's mind to where they can send their little messages in through you. Because white people cannot fucking say nothing stupid about a black person in our society in public. But what they can do is they can pay a black nigga to do it. And this is what's going on. So Hassan Campbell, his jealousy, and the fact that, you know what I mean, he picked the gangster route. He picked the gangster character. You know what I mean? Kwame don't pick the gangster character. Kwame picked being a man. He preached what we preach, being just a man. You could be a man. You know what I mean? He preached that.
Right.
So being that Hassan picks the gangster character, now he gotta hold that up. He gotta hold up to that. So, you know what I mean? In the process, he came and jumped out the window. Kwame Brown took over the internet. You know, Kwame Brown is the fastest rising YouTube sensation. So he's jealous of Kwame Brown because he's saying Kwame Brown was an NBA player, a celebrity, and he shouldn't have, you know what I mean? He just mentioned the boy's name. He shitted on him. Somebody sent Kwame the video, and Kwame got him. They ended up doing a broadcast together, and it was not a good look, guys. Those of y'all, if y'all want, y'all can go check out Kwame Brown's channel. I think it's like
I peeped that.
It's his second.
I think everybody peeped that by now.
All right.
Yeah. That was serious.
It wasn't looking good for Hassan at all on a man shit. Right? When we clearly seen in that video, he was wrong. But
this is the world we live in, though.
Yeah, but
that's what people idolize.
Right, and
America loves a gangster.
Yeah, and that's sad because you like.
Look at the movies. Look at the movies that we watch. America loves a gangster.
It does, and that's they program us. So it's like it's never been cool to just be a gangster because your white zaddy said be a gangster. It never been cool to listen to let people control you. Right? We in the hood. If you really gangster and you really a thug, then you don't let nobody control you. You think for your own self. You gonna fuck some shit up because you gonna fuck some shit up. Not because you saw a movie. You know what I mean? Not because you saw a movie. Because a real man just as gangster as a gangster. But why a gangster gotta put the act on? That's what Kwame said. That's what Kwame was breaking down in there. That's what he was breaking down in his joint. And it is.
And you know another thing too? We got a lot of us, you know, in the YouTube world, I mean in the streets or whatever, people, we gotta stop moving like, you know, we want to prove something to everybody. Everybody wants to prove something. They want to prove this and they want to prove that. Be yourself. I'm telling you, it's going to lead you to the promised land. Be yourself, stay in your own lane. I promise you.
You right, Big Twin, and that's where Hassan Campbell fucked up at. Because Hassan, you had no reason. You got 1 million subscribers. You ain't got no reason to be threatened by Kwame. Y'all don't even talk about the same shit. Kwame never been in jail. Kwame is a former NBA player, but he talking about manly shit. He talking about masculinity. He talking about.
Bread, you got to remember, that's that street indoctrination that we got. Oh, he over here on this block. He's on this block. He got the same shit I got.
Let's
you know what I mean? He got
Let's
some. He's getting some of my following over here. I'm on 183rd. Homies on 182nd getting some of my following. He's getting, you know what I mean? That's that street indoctrination that we got. We brainwashed. That's a fact. No, I'm sorry, but we brainwashed.
And it's sad. And it's sad. Like,
we don't want to see another one of us do good or nothing like that, just like us. You know, we good with everybody being under us instead of above us or on the same level as us.
And then
you know what I mean?
Now, Big Twin, how I tie all that into what I teach is, I don't know if y'all guys know, but I always talk about 80% of the male population in America is beta males. Beta males have feminine energy. They have feminine traits. They're regular men, they're good men, but they have a lot of feminine traits due to the fact that they have a dad. They don't have masculinity in their life. So this is why crime is up, because people can't converse. Those guys can't converse. They converse like women. And we all know women get mad, they bash, they insult, they shame, and then they attack. And this is why it's the problem with the guys. This is why Kwame Brown, myself, and dudes like yourself that always remind the youth that gangster shit is played out and it's not what it is. Because it's the quickest way for them to dox you and fuck your future shit up. Because once they label you as a gangster, they fucking anything you do in the future up. Once you get locked up, you fucked up. Because now you in the chambers of Lilith. The court system is Lilith's chamber. That's how she damaging folks, yo. You feel me? She promised.
Heavy.
When she ran off, she promised to kill 3 ones. 3 kids, 3 batches of kids. We know we got the abortion, we got the child support, and we got jail. That's how niggas is destroyed. That's how we destroy ourselves. You know what I mean? And I don't want any of my niggas, my young niggas watching this, get rid of that gangster narrative. You could be just a regular man. Because you should be hoe-phasing right now. Right now, you should be hoe-phasing. You should be fucking with chicks so that when you get to be 30, you ain't thirsty. You ain't accepting anybody. You ain't taking fat bitches that you really don't like, but they got the crib because you ain't got your money right. You know what I mean? You feel me? You supposed to be hoe-phasing right now. But if you choose that character of gangster, you ain't going to be... Gangsters don't hoe-phase. Gangsters shoot them up. They play the block. They get money. But they don't whole phase. They whole phase late. You know what I mean? And that's if they make it, because some of them get knocked. And then it's over. Then it's more over because now you're not. You can't get your money up. So you're going to forever be a beta man. You're going to be a beta man forever. Because the girls is wanting the alphas. Let's get it real. Let's keep it real, guys. The girls will give the betas some of the cooch. But in the history of the jungle, the beta males wait till the leftovers come. You know what I mean? After the lioness mate with the alpha, you know what I mean? After the alpha eat, then the betas come and pick over the corpse. Don't be waiting till women hit the wall to get your chance. You bodied it. You know what I mean?
You bodied it just now. Yeah.
That's what we do.
Yeah. That was bars right there. Yeah, you bodied it. That's a fact. And then you know when the dudes don't want her no more. You know what I mean? When the dudes don't want her no more, that's when she's more open to messing with everybody. You know
anybody. That's when she'll go for the beta. Anybody. Now she'll go for the beta and make him.
Now she go for the beta
and use him because she 50% of the time she is still cheap because the beta don't care because the beta never whole phase, right? So now look at the position from the other end. The beta
get like 5 minutes of your time.
Yeah. Yo, bro, I'm gonna hit you back. Yo, I gotta go.
Yo, I'm here. I'm on.
All right.
I'm on. Come back. Yeah. You were ready. Yeah. That's Mr. Goodbread right there. Yo, I'm telling you, he definitely got something to bring to the table. This dude be saying shit. You know what I'm saying? He got bars. He be saying shit. You know what I'm saying? He ain't a rapper either. You know what I mean? He got knowledge for you. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Mambru, come up on the Come up on the platform. You know? Yeah, but you know the dirty section of YouTube is a lack of content, people with a lack of content. You know what I'm saying? One thing we got to stop doing, this is to the younger dudes too. We got to stop tearing each other down. I be seeing all these videos on YouTube where everybody tearing each other down, talking about people's family members and all that. Come on, man, y'all wildin'. I'm not from that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not from where you talk about people's family members and all that. You know, Scarface said no women and kids and all that. You know what I'm saying? He said that, you know what I mean? I'm not from that, like where, you know, you tear down people's family or talking about people's kids and all that. Yo, y'all wildin'. You know what I'm saying? Y'all bugging out. You know what I'm saying? Y'all niggas is high or something, man. For real. I'm like, yo, these dudes is on pills or something, yo. We don't do that. You know what I'm saying? We don't do that. You know what I'm saying? You could get killed for that. You know what I'm saying? You could get killed for, like, you know what I mean? Coming at people's family members. If you got a problem with somebody, you deal with that person. You know what I mean? You deal with that man. Take your problem up with that man. You don't talk about his peoples or nothing. His peoples ain't got nothing to do with it. People's kids and all that. That's just going to school and all that shit ain't got nothing to do with it. Y'all niggas is cornballs and shit too. Y'all niggas that be making videos of people's kids and all that on here. Y'all niggas is corny, yo. Straight up. And y'all the niggas too that probably live like in them quiet towns and all that I was just talking about. Y'all them niggas and all that that be on the internet all day, internet junkies and all that. Y'all don't live by no codes and all that because y'all not from that. Y'all not from the codes. You know what I mean? Where you gotta have the codes, nigga. Fuck, man, me and my brother and shit, Twin NYC TV. Hey, yo, we knew how to read people's body language at 9 years old. Facts. Facts. You know what I'm saying? Why? Why? Because we had to know. You know what I'm saying? We had to know how to read people's body language and all that. You know, yo, your life is on the line and shit. You know what I'm saying? When I was coming up in New York and all that, and NYC and the Bronx and all that, I'm from like the part of the Bronx where you see like the burnt down buildings and all that. How you Google the South Bronx and they show you the old pictures of the burnt down buildings. You know, that's what I'm from. I used to have to travel through all of that to get to school. That's what I'm from. You know what I'm saying? Where, you know, everybody was hungry and all that. You know, everybody was on food stamps. Everybody was selling crack and dope and all that. Yo, that's what I'm from and shit. Who we got up here? We got somebody coming up. Who we got? Who we got? We got Mambru the Great.
You can hear me, Twin?
Mambru. Yep, I hear you perfectly. How's everything?
All right, this good, man. Everything good, cousin. How's everything over there, man?
You already know, getting through it. You know what I'm saying? You heard about that 13-year-old kid, right? That got popped, right?
When I heard about that, man, I kind of jumped up because my son is 13. So I was like, oh, you know, I had to get into the news before anything. I was like, wow. You know,
that's a fact. That was right up. That was on 187th, right there on Belmont. That was on 87th in Belmont, right there. Yeah. Oh man.
So yeah, everything about the Bronx and kids, like teenagers, because my daughter is about to be 16 and my son's about to be 14. So I'm always checking, you know what I mean, news, whatever. You know, you never know what can happen. And that's seeing somebody that young getting killed, and then the other one was 16. So it's like, wow.
Yeah.
It's getting crazy now in the Bronx too. Yeah, even though it's been crazy in the Bronx, but
yeah. Now the city is always wild in the summer. You know what I'm saying? It's always real in the summer. You know how it is.
True.
Everybody's outside. You know how it goes.
Yep. Yeah, that's true. Summertime,
how's everything
man.
over there in Puerto Rico?
Everything over here, man, everything is good and bad at the same time. You know, police fucking messing around. You know how it is. Government acting up. You know, same thing. Same thing as always. You know, just trying to stay. You know, trying to stay free, sucker free.
That's a fact. Yo, Mambru, how you feel about what happened to Nipsey's mural and all that? How you feel about that?
Yo, I'm gonna let you know straight up and down. It's a lot of talks going on, and people don't really know. It's something bigger behind all of that. About not the mural. You know that was wrong because you know Nip is Nip. You know what I mean, and nobody really wanted that to happen. You know, and the dude really play himself. You know what I mean. The dude really play himself, and but behind the dude that got shot the other day, it's a bigger story behind why he got shot. You know what I mean? Everybody is blaming the Crips. Everybody's blaming the Crips off the rip, but people don't really. It's not studying really what happened, and somebody really broke it down this morning. It's the same as Seti Nash. I don't know if you follow him. He's a
Oh no, I know.
he's a
I know
crip.
Seti. Yeah, I know Seti. Yeah.
So Seti broke it down. Seti put the video up this morning about the dude. He left the set. Somebody was messing with somebody's girl, and there was pillow talking and all that crazy stuff. So he really broke it down. You know what I mean? What's the most likelihood why he got killed like that? Because I think if the 60s would have got him, they would have did him even dirtier.
That's
I'm
a
sorry,
fact.
for real. That's what I said. They would have did him even dirtier if that would have been, you know what I mean, the fact that of what happened. But for what you've seen, it's looked like the dude really got beat up, started talking about the other dude. They had to fight. Suppose they had a fight on the set, and supposedly the homies let it go too far because he was talking about the homie, and he said that the dude put hands and feet. I mean, not sad, but you know the video that he got. The dude put hands and feet on dude, and he probably didn't feel good about that, and he already knew the other dudes from the other set. So he probably bumped into them and said, "Yo, I'm a rep y'all set," and probably dudes didn't like it, and because the same dude, and then his brother put a video saying that the girl and the three dudes in the video set him up. So that's another stipulation too. So people
You know what the
people
crazy
really
thing
jumped
about
in.
news?
Yeah.
You know what the crazy thing about news is? It's never what you first think it is. Like when they first drop any type of news on you, your first thought is never what it is. It's always something more to it than that. You know what I'm saying?
When I seen it and I see how it looked, the way he got shot, I was like, wow, damn. You know, I was like, you know, since I ain't color bang in a while, so you know, I don't got that mentality no more. You know, I'm not like that.
Yeah,
But
you're not
it felt crazy. You know, it felt crazy just to see that. You know, I was like, damn, he got hit up because you can see the one of the shots they was talking about the first one hit the neck. Then I don't know how many else he took, but the one on the neck was already got him because he was choking on his blood. And I was looking at that like, wow. I was looking at that like, damn. I had the video. I deleted it off my phone for that reason because it's crazy. But
I was about to put that on IG. I said nope. I said nah. I ain't even gonna go into this type of world of putting this type of stuff.
I put it on the story, but I put it on the top on a way that was like, don't get caught lacking because what they was talking about. Oh, they never gonna catch me. I always got this on me, and boom, 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 boom. And he got caught up right there.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy.
And
I guarantee you, in a couple of more days, it's gonna be another story.
Yeah, and the dude that and the funny thing is that he was the one. From what I'm seeing, he's the one. If I'm not mistaken, he's the one that posted a video when there was doing all that stuff on Nipsey's mural, like Baby Capone, read over it. He was the one recording it. So I was like,
when they did that.
yeah. So it was like, so in one way, it can be karma for you for what you did, but then when the whole story, like the story kept coming out, it's like, wow, if it was over a girl, because they said it was a girl that was passing around. You know what I mean? It was a girl that was all passing around, and I think he was talking. He kind of felt too comfortable inside the pillow talking to her about all the homies were talking reckless. So
okay.
So when they called him on to fight, you know, like the dude in the video said, when it's a fight between two homies and the big homies are there, they just let it go so far. But with this one, they let it go too far because he was talking reckless about the other homie. Feel me?
Right.
So
okay, so there's more to it.
Yeah, it's more to it. Like, you know what I'm saying? I got a phone call and one of my boys from out there from New York told me, oh, so this happened. Watch, they gonna say it was this and that. So I was like, man, that's California stuff. I was like, you know what I mean? That's in Cali. You know what I mean? All that stuff is gonna happen with all that stuff. Instead, I mean, unless maybe Capone just get out of California and they catch you somewhere else. But all that stuff gonna be in California. But he said, oh, they're gonna blame this, they're gonna blame that. And I was like, all right, I understand. So when I seen the video, I said, oh, yeah, they're gonna say that was the Crips. I said you're gonna say that was, yeah. But then
Right off the rip.
right off the rail, I was like, damn. But then as hours kept going by, you get to hear more of the story. And I started hearing more, and I was like, all right. I started to get the point now. And then this morning, Big said, boom, dropped the bomb on everybody. Like, and he said it himself, like, and he said that he was not gonna post the video because you know what I mean, it was not that, because he said something that was real, like, not even though he's a crib or whatever, that we're on that type of time right now. And I felt that.
Right.
Like, you don't need to post the video because people gonna look at you like you're making fun of him. So he's like, yeah, he really broke it down this morning when I got up and I was watching that live. I was like, I mean, now I was watching the replay and I was like, everything that he said, it was like facts right there. Everything was down the.
It was authentic.
It was down the line. Yeah, it was authentic. Yeah, because the dude, he put the video of the homie talking. This is what happened. Yada yada yada. You know what I'm saying? He didn't say nothing. He just put a video to let everybody know. Boom, this is what happened. I was like, wow. That's a real. That's a 1090. That's a 1090 move right there for real.
Oh, come on. You already know. You already know.
Yeah, that's a 1090 move right there.
Mambru, let's shift it a little bit. When you first heard that phrase, right? When you first heard the phrase, the dirty section of YouTube, what came to your mind when you first heard that phrase?
I thought about sickness. I thought about all kind of crazy stuff, about ghetto videos, people just drinking on corners. I thought about that, but then I started seeing like they was talking about everybody that was doing like jail stories. I was like, but why they call it the dirty section of YouTube? But then I started seeing why, because there was certain dudes that were just going off. That were just going off. Like they were just going off. Like, and and really made their name over that. If you look at it, some of them made their name off of that. But some of them now are changing. And now some of them are changing that way. And you have to applaud that too. Because some of them are really changing their way, even though some of them still with that sniper, waiting for somebody to say something about them so they can get on their ass or just go off. But I'm not seeing that much now. I mean, you still see it, but not on the level of about 2-3 months ago. But it was like every day.
It was, right? Yeah, it was crazy.
Day. Yeah, it was every day, every day. You go from one live to another live to another live, everybody was just dissing each other.
Yep.
It was just,
it slowed down a little bit. It slowed down a little bit.
For real. I mean, after Tankhead, OG Tankhead got locked up, everything kind of slowed down. Right. And that's a sad. Yeah.
You know one thing that I realized in all that? This so-called section of YouTube that they call the dirty section, it's a lot of truth, right? In this section. Because it ain't really that much politics and marketing and all of that in this section. You know what I'm saying? It's a bunch of regular dudes going live and all that. It ain't really like you opposed to, let's say, DJ Vlad and them. That's all politics and all of that. You know what I'm saying? It's marketing, it's this and that. When the regular people in the dirty section of YouTube go live and all that, it's just really people's thoughts. Everybody, you just hearing everybody's authentic thoughts.
People putting their feelings out, you know what I mean? And people putting their life out
and all that. That's what I'm saying. Yo, Mom, I can see right through all of these dudes. You know what I'm saying? I can see right through them. You know what I'm saying? And some of them, I ain't gonna lie, I feel sorry for some of them. And all that, because I could see like a lot of the pain in them. You know what I'm saying? I could see why they doing what they doing and why they moving, how they moving and all that. Because I was some of these dudes at a certain point in my life. You know what I'm saying? I was these dudes. I was ready to jump out the window and all of that on some, not even caring and all that at a certain point in my life too. You know what I'm saying? Real.
Yeah, we all had that time in our life that
I was at that point.
Down. I was there when my mother died. I was there a few years before that. I've been there a few times. You know what I mean? But you gotta find a way to stay strong and don't go off like that. Like, I don't want to talk about this dude, man, but this dude, man, that live last night that he had, he was bugging out, man. Oh my God.
Oh yeah, I peeped some of that too.
Oh my God. I was like, he tripping, man. I was like, he tripping. I was like, I understand you got some pain in you, but it's like somebody said, man, he didn't really get to talk about none of that stuff, but he's using like this platform to talk about it, but he's doing it the wrong way, man, for real.
Yeah, you know, I always tell people you got to be humble with your blessings and all that, because as easy as you got your blessing, God could easily snatch your blessing from you. You know what I mean? So you got to be humble with whatever blessings God has granted you. You understand what I'm saying? You have to be humble because all that could get taken from you. You know what I'm saying? All
Yeah,
your blessings could get snatched right from you. Facts.
in
You
a
know what I'm saying?
in a snap of it would snap of a finger.
Yep, you could lose all that. You know what I'm saying? For
Hell
real. You could
yeah.
be right back a regular dude in the crib trying to wondering what to do next and what move you gonna make next. You could easily go back to that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You could easily go back to that. So you gotta
He
appreciate what you have and be humble with your
for
blessings, you
real.
know?
I'm
For
I'm
real.
I'm 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 blessed with the little bit I have, and I'm thanking God right now, you know what I mean, that I'm in a position that I'm alive. You know what I mean? But
That's a fact.
you know what I
You
mean,
know,
that's one thing you gotta at least think every morning when you wake up, you get up and you gotta take the first breath, thank God I'm alive, but
yep.
that,
And you
oh
know,
my God, I just don't understand because he brought that up on himself, man. Like, wait, but once you put your kids on your life and you say they're trying to kill you, I was like, what are you doing? And then he made fun of I don't know, he made fun like about his molestation issue, but yesterday he went like over the board, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like I was like, you shouldn't be saying that stuff, bro. You know what I mean? You was
right.
a victim. However it happens, you was a victim. You shouldn't be going
Right.
off like that and that way like that. Talk about, oh, I'm just kidding. Yo, I was like, nah, man. I was like, well, that's a no-no.
Exactly. I always tell people and all that too. You can be your own worst enemy. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You could be your own worst enemy. People tend to like a lot to blame other people for stuff that they going through in their lives and all that. Yo, sometimes you gotta look in the mirror at yourself. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you the reason why you're going through what you're going through in life. You know what I'm saying? You causing a lot of things on yourself. You know what I'm saying? You gotta
And
sometimes look in the mirror and realize how you could have been moving different and all that. You know what I'm saying? And to avoid certain things coming your way. You know what I'm saying? You looking for drama, you gonna get it. You know, Mambru, you already know how it get down out here. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
You looking
yeah,
for drama and all that, you gonna get it. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
You gonna get it.
Man, and
Right.
and the thing is, I used to walk that path every other day. And I seen
Yep.
dude, I'm not even lying. I seen them before because when my mother lived in Portchester and I decided to like walk, and I said, you know what? I'm not taking a bus today. I'm walking. And I used to walk from Portchester, you get to Rosedale, all that stuff.
That's a
Um
fact.
you go to Rosedale and you go down the little hill, and that's Bronx River right there. And you get Chicken
Yep.
Street and all that. And he
Yep.
used
Go
to be
down
right there.
174,
He used
boom.
to,
Yeah.
yeah, he used to be right there at times, all spread out. And I seen the like that's what I'm saying. Damn, these dude used to look like, I never knew he went through so much. And you can never judge nobody, but now
Word.
he's like pushing himself to be too much of a gangster when
Right.
when you trying to say you're not. When you say you're not a gangster no more, like, oh, I'm not a street dude no more, I'm not doing this, but then you want to find yourself in the middle of everything that got to do with the streets, but not
Right.
in the middle or bad mouth and everything, and then trying to be cool with people. Like, I don't understand. Like, his style is
Well, see,
crazy.
what
To me,
happens is this. What happens is this: you got this YouTube world, right? And you got 100% people. Now, only 5% people that's on this actual YouTube knows who he really is. And that's why he feels like he
Mhm.
got to keep saying that, because the other 95% don't know who he is. All they know him from is these YouTube videos. You understand what I'm saying? But there is a 5% people on here that actually really do know who he is. That's why he feels like he has to keep telling you who he is, how, the charges he done caught, this and that. That's why he feel like he got to keep doing that. But I think, we passed that point, what I'm saying, of proving anything to anybody, what I'm saying? You might as well just be yourself, what I'm saying? If you're going to be the good guy, just continue being the good guy, what I'm saying? I wouldn't, I
Yeah,
wouldn't
that's
condone
what you got to
tearing nobody
do.
down or none of that, you know?
That's what you got to do. You got to find a way to be humble. And they call it the dirty section of YouTube, and I'm seeing a lot of talent in this session. That's the way I see it. I'm seeing a lot of talent. I see a lot of talent. I see a lot of positivity, a lot of humbleness, a lot of people that really don't don't glorify what they used to do, or I see a lot of that. But people just want to call it the dirty side because people just want to have to talk about their wrongdoings when they went to jail, and people don't understand. If they would have been through the world that me, you, and some of these people been through, they probably would have been sitting down right here saying the same thing.
That's a fact.
And telling their little story, you know what I mean? I've been here and I've been there and I have to do this and I have to do that. I've been staying away from that. I'm trying to stay away from that. I got my little stories too, but I'm not trying to do it at the moment. I might do it later, but you know what I mean? When I don't want to do it now because I don't have to do it because everybody doing it. So I'm gonna be looking like a follower. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
For real.
Exactly.
Everybody doing it. Everybody doing it. Somehow, some way, everybody started with the jail stories. And that really brings people to you, though. That really brings people to you. But then when you run out of jail stories, what you gonna do? That's what I'm. You know what I mean? I'm probably on what to do. You know what I mean? I'm sticking to most likely I'm gonna go the positive way. I'm some kind of news, something's gonna spark my mind to really, like the other day I put that video about the psychological warfare, with our kids. And that's something that I said,
that was good. That was good too.
And I said, you know what? I can actually look into that because there's so much shit going on with, with kids being, what you call is damn, I forgot the word.
Child trafficking and all of that.
Yeah, child trafficking and all that. It's a lot, man. It's late, and lately it's been a lot of people that have been waking up, and I'm seeing a lot of, and even here on YouTube, you start seeing like people rescuing this child that's been on the sex trafficking rings and shit, and that's kind of like, you know what I mean, like something different, But I don't know. I can do that, I can, it's something something can come to my head, you know what I mean? Something gonna pop up soon. You know what I mean? But I'm just not trying to, fall in, the same lane of everybody.
But then, Mambru, one thing too, you gotta kind of be easy of what you talk about, because a lot of stuff is gonna get shadow banned on here. They might drop the video just because what you're talking about. Like if you talk about the child trafficking and all of that, and all that type of Jeffrey Epstein and all that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? You could be shut down. You know what I'm saying? You talk about the COVID too much and all of that. They might shut you down. They might shadow ban you on here. You know what I'm saying? They might slow your whole flow down.
You be shut down. I put a video here that I put a video of a soldier speaking about the vaccines, and it got shut down quick. Within, ain't even made it. It made it, and it was not even 10 seconds up. They got 5 views, a comment, and it got shut down, like real quick. I was like, damn.
Yeah,
and I left that stuff alone. I mean, you can speak about it, but you can just focus on that. You know what I mean? That's what I said. If you focus just on that,
it can't be the main topic.
Yeah, if you focus on that, man, man, nobody gonna get on your notes. Anybody can. Oh, I'm not getting the notifications because the shadow ban. There's a shadow ban, like SETI. This morning when I got up, I wrote in his chat. I ain't get your notification, homie. And he was like, nah, people not getting it because he's speaking a lot of truth lately. You know what I mean?
They're not pushing him no more. YouTube ain't pushing him.
They're not really pushing it like that. It's a few people. It's a few people that I got that I'm subscribed to. They're not pushing. I had this dude named and he never showed his face. Everything, and I always thought it was weird now that I'm using StreamYard and stuff like that. And he used to do it years ago. And his name was Goth or something. And he always was getting on people, like when he know people was wrong or Masons or people that saw their soul or whatever, he was always getting on them. And I was into that. Like, boom, every time he dropped a video or a live,
he used to always
I was
do
there.
Illuminati and hip hop videos, right? Illuminati and hip hop.
Yeah. I forgot
what happened to him?
And
what happened to that dude?
And I still subscribe to his channel, and I don't even get notifications no more. I got one the other day, and I was like, wow, I didn't even see you in years. And he was talking about some real stuff, and I was like, damn, this dude right here, man, it's people like that. And he never showed his face, and he used to buy a lot of like food, like canned goods and stuff like that, and give it out to the homeless. And I seen a lot of that good stuff, man. And all of a sudden, he disappeared.
Right. He
From
was like
my
a Christian and all
time.
that too.
Yeah,
I
I
think he
mean,
was a Christian, right?
yeah, it was
Yeah.
God something. It was dude. It was that he talk about dust them. He be like he gonna dust somebody. Like when he dust you, that means that he destroy you. Like he destroy your career. Like he know you
Right.
foul. Like you know what I mean. But I forgot his name. But I have to check. You know what I mean. And see if he got any content, because I seen one video the other day, and it was fire, but it was old. So I'm like, damn, I'm getting a notification for like 3 months ago. Why am I getting this stuff now? But the video was fire, man. He was still dropping dope stuff, you know what I mean? And how his subscriber was up too. I was like, he's still doing it, but I just forgot his name.
Right. How you feel about the president for Haiti getting whacked and all that? How you feel about that?
Man, that's another one right there, man, that I'm like, I don't even know what to say on that one. Because they saying that they said that there was supposedly Dominicans involved. They saying now there's Colombians involved, and then they're trying to say that the government is involved. So I'm like, I don't even know what.
And what I heard is this. What I heard is this: is that he was okay. Back when the earthquake happened in Haiti, how a lot of kids lost their parents. A lot of kids lost their parents in that earthquake. So what happened is I heard the Clintons took on a lot of the kids, and they said that the Clintons. Yeah, I can't even say this. I don't want the video to get dropped. But they said the Clintons were doing some funny shit. Yeah.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Because they will burn the. Yeah, I know. That's the thing that I told you. That's the thing. If I talk about this stuff, they will ban you quick. But I know what you want to say. I know what you want to say. That's what I said.
And to all y'all people watching right now, people who like watch this channel, that watch this Meth Lab channel, if y'all ever wonder why I don't really get too deep into that type of stuff, that's why. Because I'm not here to waste my time. I don't want my content to get, corrupted or nothing. You know what I'm saying? I don't want nothing to go wrong with this channel and all that. That's why I stay away from certain topics and all of that.
Yeah, and that's the funny thing, and that's just by looking at you the way you say I want it, but I shouldn't. That's the way I feel sometimes, because it's being rolled. How many kids were on taken away from the families during the Obama administration? You know what I mean? But we can't speak about that because you get smacked up. You know what I mean? If you talk about that, you get smacked up upside your head. You might get flagged up. You get your account shut down, but there's a lot of crazy stuff going on, and they say he got tortured.
Yeah. They said they did him dirty and all that.
Yeah, they said that he got tortured badly. Well, the wife is hiding something because she said, "Oh, they just came in shooting." No, they didn't come in shooting. They got you out and they did him dirty. That's what I think. That's what I really think. I mean, they went in, got her, even though she got shot. They moved her out, and then they went in. You know what I mean? Because what I heard too, the COVID was real low in that country.
Yeah. Yep.
And he wasn't forcing vaccination on people neither.
Yep.
So
Yep.
That's crazy.
Yeah, man. And this is happening in real time too. This ain't like no JFK. This is happening in our time, while we here and all of that. You know what I'm saying? I tell you, man, these last 2 years been crazy though. These last 2 years been crazy. For real. A lot of crazy stuff been happening, I don't know what direction everything is moving into, but it ain't nothing good. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I hope it's something good, but it ain't looking good, Real.
It ain't looking good. It ain't looking good at all.
They making us accept too many different things that we wasn't accepting before. They making us accept it now. You understand what I'm saying?
Yep. They pushing it, and they pushing a lot of stuff on people these days, man. That we was just seeing and just you see on TV and you ask yourself, why is this on TV? Or you know, why they saying this? But now it's like it's all the time. You know what I mean? It's all the time.
Right.
It's like a nonstop now. It's
It's like a
nonstop.
real movie. Like you remember the movie I Am Legend?
Yeah.
That's somewhat like what we going through right now. You know what I'm saying? For real, that's
So
somewhat what we going through.
if we keep going the way we're going, and they keep bringing more COVID on rampants or whatever, they keep making COVID stuff. Now they got the Delta one and got this one. Man, we're not going back to normal for the moment, man. We're gonna be and for me it's gonna be worse for the kids, you know, because they're gonna separate kids in school. You know, if you're not, watch it's gonna happen. If you're vaccinated, you're gonna be able to go to school. If you're not, then you're not gonna be able to go. But now they say in New York they're gonna make everybody wear masks to not make people feel bad, that's what De Blasio said. That's what De Blasio said.
Everybody wearing the mask, except not just like the vaccinated people. They don't want to cause division. They just want everybody back wearing them.
Yeah, that's division right there. You know, if you look at it, that's division. If you're vaccinated, you can go in here. If you vaccinated, you can go in there. If you're not, you can't do nothing. Like here right now, the gyms just started doing that. If you're not vaccinated, you can go in no gym. I was like, but they open everything up. It's like, nah, if you're not vaccinated completely, I was like, nah. Well, I guess I gotta find a way to lose weight. Different way.
Basically. Nope. Mambru, let me ask you this: how you feel about like they saying they want to start coming from door to door to people's doors and all that? You know,
man, listen, they coming. They already said it. They coming to the most. They coming to the most to the lowest income. That's what they really coming to those areas. They said it earlier too. I was watching the news. I don't believe in the news, but when they say stuff like that, you know it's gonna happen. And they said that I think they waiting to see certain cases go up or whatever, and then they will do it. When I seen that video with that dude on the rooftop, I said, man, listen, they gonna have to kill me for real. I'm sorry to say like that.
Yo, they had the dude on the roof and all that. Yo, stop playing. I'm like, yo, this can't be real and all that. But it was.
And they had the people up there. They had guards up there. I was like, you're not gonna get nobody that get no vaccine like that, man, for real. And this is just, and at the same time, people shouldn't get that vaccine. People shouldn't get it, man. For me. I'm giving it a few years till people really start dropping like flies. Because that was a project that really went wrong. Right. And
well, you gotta remember they also saying that it's not FDA approved. You know what I'm saying? They saying that too.
It is not approved. And now they want to bring more. Now they want to bring more on. They want to. I think Pfizer, the one that's killing people, is trying to give a third dose or a booster shot, whatever the hell that is. I'm like, hell no, man. I'm like, come on now, man. Y'all leave people alone, man. I leave people alone for real.
I mean, you know, it's a bigger plan they got in play. And you know that.
Yeah.
They got a bigger plan in play.
Always like that. You know? It's always like that. You know, it's out of chaos come order. You know, they said that a long time ago. So people started seeing that little by little that they not lying. They gonna make sure we all crazy, and then they gonna come out with their new stuff. Boom, take that. That's it. And
you know what the crazy thing is, Mambru? I knew about like Illuminati. I knew about all that in the 90s and all of that. You know what I'm saying? I knew about all of that like early on. You know what I'm saying? So now it's to the point where now I don't even really get into it. I don't really talk about all of that much because I used to talk about it so much back then. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of even don't even talk about it. But I knew about all of that way early on. You know what I'm saying? Early on, back when Malachi York was out here and all of that. You know what I'm saying?
I started paying mind to that when I went to the States. I really started putting mind to that. for real. I really started paying mind to that when I got to the States. Like when I started seeing the music and certain things, and I asked my mom a few things, and my mother just gave me a book. And my mother it was rare for my mother to give me a book to keep me in the house. And I read something, and the book it kind of like caught my attention, and it was about it was just something about I don't want to say the I don't even it's like I don't even want to talk about it, but it was like these people. It was like these people run the world, and these people run the the news, and everything they say. They got to feed the whole mass, so they make the whole every news station repeat the same thing. So the more repeat that book was crazy because they put me into that. And then when I went you know, you hear the music, especially the main one was on Prodigy. They can always what was that song they had? Illuminati, one my soul and my body.
That was on the Who Shot You?
Yeah, Who Shot You? Yeah, and yeah. So I always kept that liner in my head. You know what I mean? I was like, what the fuck is the Illuminati? You know what I'm saying? That I started studying, and I really found out what it was, and I was like, and I got shocked. I found out that certain people can be there, and all of a sudden, you start seeing all these stars, celebrities throwing these signs and stuff, and I was like, oh wow, so selling their soul and stuff like that, and that stuff is touchy.
I'll be honest with you. I don't believe it's conspiracy theory, right? That these a lot of these hip hop artists, a lot of these celebrities, that they're getting conditioned. I believe this is what I believe 100%, and nobody has to agree with me with this, but this is what I believe. I believe that they are getting sat down. They sitting these people down, and they telling these people what to do, like what to say, what not to say. You know, I believe that 100%. I don't even believe that's conspiracy theory. I really believe that these people are being conditioned. You know what I mean? That they being conditioned to give the world a certain thing. You know what I'm saying? To give the world.
Yeah, they gotta follow the agenda.
To follow the agenda. Yep.
Yeah, Lil Wayne said it himself. If Lil Wayne said it himself that he had no career. He has no saying over the creativity of his music. He said that long time ago in his interview. He said it after he said it. And he was mad. He said he had no creativity. I say he wanted to leave on Cash Money. That's when that stuff was going on with Birdman about that money too. And it was true. He had no creativity because he sounded like, you know what I mean, like sounded dope. Then he started drinking all that lean and started singing. I was like, what's wrong with Wayne right here? You know, and now he looked crazy. And
now he looked crazy.
Yeah, he looked crazy now. He's my age. He's about to be 39. He be 39 like a month after me. And he looked crazy. Right. He might got all my money, but he looked lost.
He looked like it got him. Like, you know what I mean? Like the whole industry, everything that, you know what I'm saying, all of that lifestyle, it took him. Like, you know what I'm saying? It got him. It got a hold of him. You know what I'm saying?
The other one
like
was
the demon got him in a headlock or something. You know what I'm saying?
The other one was this this dude that I don't even hear no more. This white dude that used to rap. They used to be with what was his name? That he crashed the car. Talk about don't let me do nothing. What was the name of that white rapper for California? I think it was a young dude. It was that it's not Little Peak or Little Peak dead. It's the other one, man. There's another one that one of them young dudes that was rapping on that suicidal rap. You know, when Rap Wave came out, when Juice WRLD, and it's one of them dudes. It's one of them dudes. I forgot his name. It's not Little Pump. It's somebody else. Not Lil P. But I forgot
the face in my head of who you talking about. I just can't get the name.
Yeah, he used to be all sandy down, talking all blah blah like that. That he said, "They don't let me do nothing. They don't let me do nothing. I don't get no creativity over nothing." And I said, "That's what you call a slave. That's a slave to the industry." I said it just like that. And people was like, "What you call?" I said, "That's a slave to the industry. You sign your name on them papers. They owned you. You got your handlers. You know what I mean? They're not gonna let you do. They're not gonna let you go overboard." And he was throwing rants all over the place, and I don't see him no more. What was his name? That's why you gotta pay attention to those that throw rants.
Yep.
When they start throwing
Those
rants
rants be
about
the truth.
this
Yeah.
and that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Those rants be the truth.
Like people think I'm wrong when I say this, but that Justin Bieber's son Yummy, he said something in that. He said something in that song that he can't really tell nobody. If you look at the video, look at the end. If you look at the video, look at the end and look at the plate. It has his baby picture of him. It got his picture of him in the plate, and it says Yummy. He's trying to let you know he was abused. That he was a part of probably for me, what he's trying to say, he was part of the, one of them parties, that one of them parties that they throw, them kind of people. Because for you to come out with, because they were saying that song had a meaning behind it. And when I looked at the beat, I'm like, all right, I'm looking at the meaning, and I can see what it is. But I'm not gonna say it here, because that's a
right.
But I seen that at the end.
It's
I said,
like
I don't
when
really
he's
know.
doing it, he's sending like a coded message, like a cry out for
Remember, people cannot say, they cannot say nothing. They can put it. They can give it to you on the audio or visual. On the audio, it's like they can just say a little thing or just show you a little bit of what they're going through, and that's it. You know what I mean? That's what that's the way they can show you what they're going through. And a lot of people don't do it. Look at Juice WRLD. Juice WRLD was like crying for help.
Right.
For me, and Juice WRLD was nice. Juice WRLD was nice when he was freestyling, but every song that he had was like he was crying for help. And I was wow.
And I'm gonna tell you the truth. I didn't start paying attention to that kid till he died. And that's when I started hearing all the songs. I'm saying, yo, he was telling us the whole time how he felt.
Yeah. That's why I call it suicidal rap. Because that call it suicidal rap, because Rob Wade came on that. Rob Wade on the rest. Deshaun too came up in that. If there's a few cats that came on that little thing, and they sound like that, Yeah. And he was the one that caught my attention because he was nice. When I heard him freestyle, I was like, wow, why he don't put that in his music? Right. I heard a freestyle on a few of his own Funk Flex on freestyles. Bananas, bars left and right, bananas, bars. Well, you go into his music.
That other kid was nice too. Extentation.
He was nice too, but he was fighting demons.
Yeah,
but he was fighting demons. But he was really fighting demons for real.
Him too.
He was really fighting demons. Like him and Juice WRLD, but Juice WRLD was just nice, man. When he spit, I was like, wow, this kid is wicked. But you know what I mean? Why the songs gotta be like that, all sad like that? And then the funny thing was, you listen to the music and it kind of bring you down. It made you start thinking about, for real, because I remember for that time, my mother had just passed away, and I would listen to that music, it would make me more sad. Like, I'll think about my moms, I put one of them songs, and I'm like, what the hell am I doing to this music?
I was on the same type of time where, like, I couldn't, it was a certain point in my life where I couldn't even listen to certain things. I didn't want it to bring me down,
Yeah, for real.
I didn't want it to bring me down, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, snap.
So
Look who's stepping in the room.
That you can't hear, when you hear Dear Mama, that should take you back?
Oh, Venezuela. Oh, no.
Okay. Yo, when I hear Dear Mama, son, I want to start crying, son. That's my shit, bro. That shit make me feel something, bro.
Which one? What song?
The Tupac song. Yeah, bro. What? There's nothing that makes me feel like that,
even
bro.
as a crack fiend, you know what I'm saying? Even as a crack fiend, she still was a black
queen.
Yo, that's
hell yeah.
fame. Bars.
Yes.
Yo, that song didn't even have that many bars. He was just saying, like, he was writing like Hallmark
poetry.
It was like like poetry. Yeah. It wasn't bars. It was poetry. It was mad simple. Simplest shit on the planet. But that shit, bro. That shit made me want to cry right now, bro. That song, damn, bro.
VR.
bro, when that song came out, my mother knows no English, but she knew what he was saying. Like, she understood what was being said.
The emotion in it.
Yes, but she knew no English.
Yeah.
but she knew what they was like. That song, it touched so many factors of the hood, bro.
Yo, you know what? Shout out to Pac. Pac would have made a great YouTuber. I swear he would have.
Or even his
man.
kids. If he would have had kids, facts.
Yeah.
That's for real.
He definitely can. His legacy don't live on. It don't live on. Only through the music.
And it lives on in a funny way. Not even
only
like,
in the spiritual world.
Yeah, like even in the spiritual world, because even in the music, they try to sucker his shit down, bro.
Yep. Facts.
Like when they like the remix that they put in.
I still listen to the album what was the album that he threw on 2000 or 2001? The double jump off that he had.
Oh yeah. I still got that already.
Yeah, he was dead already.
After he...
No.
He
had Machiavelli. He had the Are You Still Down?
Yeah,
and he had the greatest hits. I'm talking about the double album he had alone, like in 2001. We had that song Broken Wings.
Mm-hmm. Bro, he had that shit.
Broken Wings. Yep.
Yeah, that was a sick album, man, for real. And for me, he was still alive when I was feeling out like this dude's still alive somewhere. This dude's still somewhere alive, kicking it, man, for real. They was speaking Spanish and all in one song. I was like, this nigga's still somewhere alive.
Hey, yo, you know, I had a conversation with somebody one day where they was talking about all the rappers that they think is aliens. They was like, hey, yo, Drake is an alien. They was like, Pac was an alien. They was like, yo, all of these people. Then they started bringing it to people from the R&B world. You know, they was like, yo, the dude Marvin Gaye, Hector Lavoe. They was like, all these people was aliens because their music was too good. It was too good to be real.
Hector Lavoe jumped from I don't know how many floors and he didn't die when he jumping, trying to kill himself.
He took flight, you know?
Yeah, he did. That messed him up.
My mother told me one time, my mother was like, the greatest artist, the only problem is the drugs. Like, it's the drugs, bro. If they didn't do drugs, like, they would have been longer. They would have survived longer than they survived. Because some way, somehow, them using drugs, I'm talking about any type of drugs, alcohol, all that, some way, somehow, it contributed to their deaths, bro.
Yeah, true that. That's
drugs,
a fact.
bro.
Yo, look what IP said.
In the culture.
Yo, IP, that was my shit right there too. Staring at the world through my rear view, looking to God, but he can't hear you. I can feel your heart beating fast. Yo, that was that was it right there.
Your heart beating fast, so he can hear you.
Time getting hot. Yo, that was it right there. Yeah. Yo, I'm telling you, yo, long live Pop. Facts.
Yeah, for real.
Live Pop.
Yo, why you think so much, bro?
But yo, Venezuela, peep this. If they wasn't using the drugs, would they have been that great? I mean, their music.
Of course, claro.
So?
Because what you saying, that they don't have the talent of God in them? They got God.
They had the talent. But I'm saying the drugs are attributed to some of the good music. You know what I'm saying? The drugs kind of, it kind of attributed to the good music. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, that's why.
You saying that when you have children that are geniuses like spelling bees, they not on drugs, bro. The genius, it's in you, bro. It's in you.
Right. And see, this gotta go out differently.
Gotta spill it.
Because look at what was this name? I forgot his name. I was about to say it. This dude, the rock artist, damn man, I forgot his name. That used to be on drugs. Now used to smoke a lot of weed. Jimi Hendrix. There you go. That man was when he just smoke or take the acid. Man, his music used to be off the chain, man.
They said he used to put the acid tabs, the sheets of acid in his bandana. So every time you saw him with the bandana on, it was acid tabs under that joint when he used to be performing. Facts.
Yo, in Venezuela, they put the tabs in their eyelids, in the eyeballs. Like you open your eyeball and you put this little paper in your eye, in your lid, and that's how they get twisted, bro. And like in the concerts and shit like that, that's how they be doing that shit. And that shit was the weirdest shit I ever seen, man. Nigga, like putting a little tab in your eyelid, bro. Hey, yo.
It was when I was in Rikers Island. It was this Colombian dude. They used to smoke crack. He said we could. They used to smoke bazooka, something named bazooka down in Colombia. So he always was high on crack. He was always high on crack. Always. I don't know how this man did it. but he always was high on crack, like always.
They like
Every
working
day,
junkies. That's a fact.
from the morning to the time it was to sleep, this man was always high on crack. But he never bothered nobody. He always paid his debt. Like you can give him whatever, and he'll pay you. And so that's why he never got into trouble. He stayed himself. He said, "Well, I was in 3 building in one upper, so he's 31 cells. So he had the 31 cell, all the cell all the way in the back. So he's all the way in the back. So always never went to the yard. He used to always just go to the mess hall because we had to go to the mess to eat. But that man was always getting high when it was 110 degrees in them cells, and that man be smoking that crack in there. And I'd be like, "What'd you do that?" He like, "I miss the bazooka from back home." I'm like, "Oh, but this nigga bugging." This nigga bugging, B.
He couldn't function. He couldn't function,
For real, no, he did. No. The only thing he had a weird habit. He always go in the shower 1 o'clock and Speedos, man. And nobody used to go in the shower from 1 to 2. Nobody went in the shower. He'd be alone in there, man, because he'd be in the underwear. They look like bikinis. I'm like, man, listen. Somebody told me don't go in there, and I decided to take a shower one day early, and I found out the hall. I was like, oh damn! Dude was laughing at me like, I told you don't go in there.
Dude didn't even care. He was marching to his own band. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he was always high. He was always high, man. He was always high. Like you see him, and he's always like, his eyes always like mad bright, big. He be chilling like nothing. He don't talk to nobody. He didn't got into mess with nobody for real. Like he was the only dude that I've seen that nobody like overpressed for nothing. When they call like a house meeting, like sometimes they call a house meeting because the house out of control. They used to do that. Like, I don't know why the hell they used to do that in one upper, because it was a time that when they took all the dudes that was running the house, the house got a little crazy. So this Christian dude named Kareem called a house meeting. I remember that. It's like, we got to calm down. You know what I mean? We got the house. We're chilling in the house now. We don't want to start bringing people here. They made these rules and regulations again. Let's chill out. Let's stop the fighting. And everybody come down. I said, but then I told him, man, you run the house. And he's like, I don't want to run the house. I just want the house to be peaceful. You know what I mean? I wanted, because it was the time it went up, but when it was no phone problems, it was none of that. For like a month before I went upstate, it was no problems with the phone. It was a big fight in the yard. They took everybody out of my house that was involved in it, and the house got super sweet. So he was facing life, so he didn't want he didn't want no animosity with no.
The towel already.
Yeah,
said,
he was like,
I just want to do this. Boom, that's it.
Yeah, no,
and
when I was in one up in 07, it was like 3 people, like 4 people that was fighting life. There's my man Jazz. He was from Brooklyn, big black dude from Brooklyn.
Life? What the fuck you mean fighting life?
Like fighting life, like they have life charges. They was facing 25 to life.
And when you say like what they be doing fighting life, what you mean fighting life? Like they be talking to
the they set them up north. They set them up.
Yeah, they case is 25 to life, so they fighting life. They fighting a life sentence case. That's what I said. They get
treated differently when you fight in life. Do people treat you differently?
No, people don't really mess with you because they know you can snap any minute. That's the problem. That's the thing. They're not gonna mess with you because they know you can snap any minute, and they're not gonna care. Like, what you mean I can get on that phone? Man, I ripped the phone off the app. Then dudes, you tell people like that. I can use that phone. I ripped the phone off the wall. And certain dudes like, oh, you got to calm down. And like, nah, man, you can't tell me I can use the phone. And Kareem, he was man humble. But when it came time to use the phone, people trying to tell him I can't do it. He used to get rowdy, like, man, what you mean I can use the phone? I would be like, Kareem, come down. Nah, I gotta call my daughter. And then, that's when I realized these dudes is really stressing. And you know what I mean? These dudes are really stressing. They're not here to take no BS from nobody. So
because if you fight in life and you're thinking about calling your daughter, you stressing, bro. You stressing.
Yeah. You're not thinking about they gotta make that's the people right there, they gotta make moves. You know what I mean? They gotta make moves, they gotta get lawyers. You know what I mean?
Lawyers
you gotta,
and all that. Yeah.
You know what I mean? They gotta be on the phone some certain amount of time a day. And I understood that. You know what I mean? You have to know.
Yep.
You know, I can just sit here and do nothing. I gotta go to law library. I gotta call this person. I gotta call that person. I gotta make sure my lawyer's doing his job. You know what I mean? So they have to. When the house got cleaned out, them dudes that was fighting life, that was facing life or fighting life, they was like, I don't want no problem with the phones. And everybody was like, all right, say no more. And everybody, I'm saying, all right, this phone is like this phone is like that, but everybody can use every phone. But it was just like, you know what I mean? When we want to get on the phone, it's not like, oh, we got all the privileges, but, you know, everybody get on the phone, whatever. When we get on the phone, it's because, you know, we got to make a move. You know, that's what they used to say, a move. A move, and you have to understand, I got to call my lawyer. I got to trying to get this legal business. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So,
yeah.
Yo, I can't be a criminal, bro. You know how much work it goes into being a criminal, son? Fuck,
that's what I'm saying. Like that energy right there. Nah, I'm good. Man, I had my time with all that. You know, I ain't got the strength no more. I ain't got the the energy for that no more.
Yeah,
you know,
bro. It's like dealing with kids, bro. And I already got a kid. I can't. I can't do it.
I ain't got the energy no more. You know, for real. I'm not saying that I'm gonna let somebody get it though. I let somebody get the get that, but I'm just saying I ain't got the energy. You know, it's whatever. Man.
I can't do it, man. I'm too tough to be that tough, bro. It's hard, bro.
I'd rather stay out here, take my chances out here. You know.
I'd rather deal with the job niggas, bro. The job niggas, fuck it, bro. I'd rather deal with pussy niggas all day, bro.
Right. Exactly.
I know. It sounds crazy. It sounds like bullying type of shit, but I'd rather deal with soft niggas at the job, bro. Niggas who's gonna be petty at the job, bro. Fuck it. I could deal with that shit, bro. Oh, you're gonna be petty.
You know, when I first started getting into the working world, I felt mad out of place. I ain't even gonna hold you. I felt like, yo, mad out of place. I'm like, yo, I'm talking about certain things. They looking at me like I'm crazy. I'm like, yo, I gotta get away from these dudes. But the truth is, those were the people that I needed to be around. You know?
What job you had on Big Twin?
Huh?
What job you had?
Oh, okay. I had quite a few. All right, when I first got off the street and I got rated, I got rated 3 times. I made history. Me and my brother, we legends over there in that hood. We the only people that got rated 3 times in a matter of 6 months. You know what I'm saying?
Sold them. Yeah, you made a direct sale. You had to.
VR, we got 44 pages on us. We got 44 pages of paperwork on us. I have it right here in the crib.
The nigga must have went into your crib. You must have made a sale in the house, bro.
We had 2 confidential informants.
Yeah, I know this.
They said 2 confidential informants.
The nigga had to go inside and see the work. That's the only way they do the raid. The nigga had to be like, yo, it's under the table because I saw it, bro.
Yo, the first raid, they knew where everything was, so it had to be somebody that been inside.
Hell yeah, somebody that was there. Yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
That happened to me in 05. Yeah. That happened to me in 05. I came out of the building and they knew I had to they had a name for me and all that already. They just called me the grocery man. And I looked at them like that. And when I came out of the building, and I used to, but this is the funny thing. I don't know. It was a movie I saw, and I saw the people putting the stuff on the cereal bags and filling them back up. So I used to do that.
Yeah.
I used to put the krills on the, inside mix them with the cereal. You know what I mean? Whatever. So I used to come in over with groceries to the building. So my name was the grocery man to the cops. So one day when I dropped off, I came out, and when I came out, they just ran on me. And when they ran on me, I'm like, what happened? And they took my bag and said, bingo. And I said, bingo? What you mean bingo? What you mean bingo out of nowhere? Yeah, so they took my do-rag off. I had my long braid. They took my do-rag off. They faced me towards Boston Road and 171st. That happened on 171st in Bristol. So they faced me towards Boston Road. And they said, oh, yeah, that's him. And I said, well, what the fuck you mean that's him? They just put me in the car, and I said, damn, that was quick. Then when I got the paperwork, Yeah, I had the name. That happened on 05. I had the name and all that. I had the name of the person and all that. I forgot to do name. To do it there right now for the fact that.
Oh, so you had a paid lawyer?
Huh? Yeah.
You had a paid lawyer?
Yeah. And even with a paid lawyer, I played myself. Even with a paid lawyer, I played myself because they started putting too much pressure, on other things. And I was like, you know what? I look like I was gonna do time anyways. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do time anyway. So I took the program. And when I took the program, I fucked myself up. Because I was like, I'm going. If I would have took the time, it was like I was facing like a 10 plus, because it was 5.5 ounces of crack and coke, mixed up. So they was like, that was too much. So they want to, throw the book at me. I'm like, damn, nigga. In my head, I'm like, niggas that get Kobe kilos getting 2 or 3 years. What you mean you want to give me 10? You know what I mean?
You was a predicate? You was a predicate at that point?
Huh?
You was a predicate felon at that point?
Yeah, I had a few already. I had a few.
Oh, see, that's why.
And they brought my the one for 98 when I was 15 too. They bought the one for 98 when I sold to an undercover cop. They sold the two priors that I had. They thought that they brought the 2 priors that I had. Then I was close to a school. I was in a school zone. I was less than 100 people in school.
Well, that's what they used against us. They said that that we doing it in a school zone. That's what they used against us. But peep this though.
What school zone?
Peep this though. Oh no, it was the Kennedy Child Center, the for the kids with Down syndrome.
That right shit right here on the train station.
Yep, 178th and Boston Road, right there under the 205,
basically, right?
Facts, yeah.
Oh my goodness, that's a setup.
But peep this, they hit us on a Friday morning. The first raid, they hit us on a Friday morning. Peep this though, Wednesday, right? Because they hit us on Friday. So go back 2 days. Wednesday, I was in the lobby of my building, and some funny looking dude came in, right? And I was so happy at the sale I was about to get. Well, I was waiting for somebody. I let the detective in. He said, oh, do you have the key? I said, yeah. And I opened up the door for him, and he said, thank you. Yo, come Friday, these were the same people that hit me. These are the same people that raided us. These same detectives. So that he said to me when he had me in the 48th, right, in the interrogation room. Yo, he said to me, look at my face. I said, I'm looking at. He said, you don't remember me? And I said, nah. He said, look at me. You let me in the building Wednesday. I said, oh.
You gave him probable cause.
That right there, I have to feel like, damn.
Yo, I
because you confirmed that you lived there when you said you got the key. You said, yeah. You confirmed that you wouldn't have an alibi nowhere else. You confirmed the warrant, bro. Basically.
Yup. Yo, I felt like a bozo. I said, oh snap! I do remember you. I let you in the building Wednesday. And he smiled and all that. I'm like, oh man.
Key? Yeah, you probably said that on tape too. Like, you got the key? Yeah, I got the key. Oh, word? You live here then.
Yep.
Yeah.
He said, I got you guys on a couple things. He said, okay, I got you in the school zone. I got you selling in the school zone. He was like, he said, you ever heard of Rico? He said, you ever heard of the Rico statue? And I'm like, yeah, of course. He said, I got you on that too. I said, how? He said, y'all gang members. He said, I know everything about you and your brother. He said, I know everything about y'all. He said, yo, y'all think people over there in that neighborhood like y'all? Huh?
Oh my. That's how they be doing dudes in Lamberg like that?
It was in West Farms. He said, yo, y'all think everybody in that neighborhood like y'all? He said, if everybody liked y'all, I wouldn't know what I know right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh. I said, yo, I'm not no gang member and all that. He said that C on your arm tells different. You know what I'm saying? And he pulled up the shirt. He said that tells different and this and that. You know, I'm like, oh man. So on our paperwork, it says, okay, these dudes is Crips. It says it on our paperwork. We Crips. It says Big Twin, all that. You know what I'm saying? Yo.
On the paperwork, it says all the information on the paperwork.
Everything is on there.
So hold on. That's why their conviction rate is no joke, bro. They really got real information. They they do the work.
Crazy.
Yo, they used to call me Reggie. Yo, when the cops used to come to the block, they used to call me Reggie Jackson. Yo, Reggie, what up? And I used to be like, look at them, like, what the? And they was like, then when they took me in one day in 02 for smoking a roach. Look, they got for smoking a roach just to fuck with me. And the dude told me why they call me Reggie. He said, you always got the big afro, you got the throwbacks. And they said and they showed me pictures of me with the Reggie Jackson throwback with some of my dudes chilling on the corner. And I was like, damn.
A picture that they took or a picture that they got from somebody else?
A picture from somebody else or them. But it was like me and four of my homies on the corner chilling. Like just, politicking, drinking. I was drinking, from one to tell you, I was drinking a 22 ounce of Heineken. And my boy was there, who was chilling. I was like, damn. I had my throwback, my Reggie Jackson throwback with the 44. I had the Yankee hat with the big fro. So all of a sudden, like a few days later, the paddy wagon comes to the block and they go, whoop, whoop, what up, Reggie? I'm like, Reggie, what the fuck is Reggie? Like, yeah, you fat ass. I was like, what the fuck is this? Then they started fucking with me. I was like, they fucking with me too much. To the old father told me, we finally got you. So we've been dying to get you. But we had a way, with the way we used to do it, it was so good that they couldn't catch nobody with nothing because we never kept nothing on us. You know what I mean?
Peep this. When they was bringing me and my brother through the 48th precinct, they was clapping. They was like this, yo. They was like a Soul Train line. It was like a Soul Train line. They was like clapping. Facts. Yep. I'm like, oh man. Yo,
they're trying to make it bigger than what it was, man. They're trying to make it bigger than what it was. They're trying to make it look like it's some big.
They're trying to fuck your head up, basically. Yeah, it's like it's a mental thing. So you feel the weight of the case, even if they don't got that much. But you feel the weight of the case and you see them clapping and shit. You understand? You feel like you somebody. So you're like, damn, this shit is really serious. Chill, hold up. Maybe I should. It's a mental thing. It's a mental psychology thing, bro. Most of these guys went to school. Remember? They ain't no dummies. All of them.
Dude, in 07 when I got locked up in 07, they told me they separated me from my other co-defendants, and they told me, oh, some people want to talk to you, and I said, who? And they said, I don't know. You got some judges, you got some DAs, you got some people. He said you got some people with, I don't know. You might got some people with some jackets with some yellow letters. I'm like, what you mean yellow letters? And I was like, what you mean yellow? You know what I mean? I know what it meant by that. I'm like, what you mean yellow letters? And I was like, I don't know. Just a lot of people want to talk to you. And they told me that they had an investigation on me because of that reason. We had a like. I used to come out after the school. We used to be over, but they still put you on the school zone. You know what I mean? So when I used to be from like 5 to like 1 or 2 or 3, or before school about to come in, I'd be out in the morning. But I used to be out all night. You know what I mean? You know how when you get money, the first, you're not sleeping the first. You're not sleeping the 31st or the 30th. You're not sleeping the first 3 days of the month. You're not.
The first, second, the third, you chilling. The third, you chilling.
You're not sleeping. If you get money, you're not sleeping. You might got some time to go take a shower, come back out. So they had me. Yeah. So
you don't even want to leave the block. You don't even want to leave the block.
Hell no, because you getting so much money. You getting so much bread, and we had a gold mine behind, because I used to be on Bristol and on Stebbins used to be a building. They used to be for people on HIV. So everybody there was a crack addicts. The whole building.
And the methadone joint. The methadone joint probably.
No. It was a building that was only for people that had HIV.
Oh, okay.
So everybody in that building was a smoker, a dope addict, or something. So
you talk about like the shelter that they got right here in the hood next to the car wash on 180th. They got like a shelter.
But it was not a shelter. Now they make it a shelter. Before it was like it was like a shelter, but it was not called a shelter.
People have to pay rent. A shelter, but it's like a recovery for them.
Dude, we had a gold mine, my man. We used to go in that building, and anyone on the first 3 buildings, and just stand on one floor in them days, and you get paper. When I mean paper, you get bread, because everybody you there, you right there in the building. They don't got to go nowhere. Right. You know what I mean? So we have to always find somebody to keep an eye on the building when we used to leave, make sure nobody go in the building. You know what I mean? So it was hectic. I don't know why, but then we had to switch up. You know what I mean? When we was in the street, we had to switch up. So what we used to do was, people go in the building, and we used to go to the alleys to meet them in the back of the building and serve them, and come right back to the alleys and all that, and come back out. so they never see the hand-to-hand movement. So they was always mad at us. You know what I mean? When we always come here when we found nothing on y'all,
Yep.
and
They couldn't
you know
make
what
it
I mean?
stick. They couldn't make it stick.
Yeah. For
They
real.
see the
Was,
traffic, but they don't see the transaction, but they see the traffic.
There you go.
They gotta see the money. If they don't see the money,
same thing
you
with
cannot
us.
get the warrant.
They saw the traffic.
You gotta see the money. Because they gotta justify the investigation with some money. Because if there's no money, nobody gives a fuck about that shit, bro.
We know about that. We know when they catch you when you make a direct sale, they take that bill and put it up to the light.
Numbers and all that.
Yeah. Once they know it's the same one, you're done.
That's why you gotta go to the store and buy yourself a water so you can get your change back. So I mean, you gotta buy something. You gotta spend some money.
Hell yeah. Don't say too much, Venezuela. You say too much now, man. Just sending out old secrets, man.
All I'm gonna say is this: the game is to be stole. You know what I'm saying?
Not to be told. Not to be told.
Bro, you saw what happened with the kid,
but your kids don't. You know what I mean? Go to get a job and all of that.
Yo, Big Twin. You saw what happened to the 13-year-old kid right here on Beaumont?
Yeah, 187th. Yeah,
bro. In the
daytime, on the news, it was gang activity.
Nah,
that's the
I know they specifically went after the kid. We know that because they got close up on him. They ran up on him directly on him. He tried to run in the Spanish shop to get help. Yeah, in the cafe. He was like, "Ayuda, help."
Right? We ran at the Angel.
Yeah, but you know they're not helping him. Yeah. They're not doing none of that, bro. Because, the other crazy part, in that spot, there's always police there, my brother. Always. Because they got the security, spotlight on the corner, on that spot, on that block. But specifically on that block, there's a police present there all the fucking time. And coincidentally, not that day.
It wasn't that day.
It wasn't that day. Yo, that's that crazy, whole 187.
That's only 5 blocks from Junior.
Bro. The whole 187 on every corner, there's a cop, bro. There's a cop on every corner from here to like the post office on Fordham. There's a cop on every corner, and coincidentally, not that moment. So it gotta be that niggas is, they from that hood. You understand? Because they had to be understanding, like, yo, the boys ain't out here right now.
Yeah, but they going after little kids, man. That's some sucker shit, man, for real.
Yo, that's some other shit, bro.
They going after little kids, man. That's some sucker shit.
That's a fact.
Yeah. I keep saying it, man.
You know what I'm saying? What's going on?
OGs, man. What's going on with these OGs, man? These OGs, they gotta be like 20. I think these OGs gotta be like 20 or 21, just like this kid, because they doing stuff that somebody with some knowledge wouldn't even allow to happen. It don't matter if you banging
they let it rock.
It don't matter if you banging or not. It don't matter what color. It's certain thing that you know. What if I was an OG or any kind of set of this, any kind of stupid stuff that's happening, and if you come to me that I did this, I did that, boy, I'll beat your ass right there. I'll whoop your ass my damn self. And I tell you, that's foul. You don't do that, man. That's a big violation.
Bro, it's too many of the young niggas out here. That's another thing, bro. It's too many. Like you could tell one, you could tell two. But if there's like 15 niggas who's like 16, 17, 15, yo, it's too fucking many of them for us, bro. They looking at if you anywhere over 30, they looking at you crazy, nigga. If you don't pull up in the Bentley coupe with the drop top and Nicki Minaj sitting next to you, they looking at you like, nigga, you ain't got no money. Get up out of here, bro. They looking at you crazy.
Yeah, for real.
And that shit hurts because you could be doing good in life, not great, but you could be doing good, and they still don't want to hear that shit, bro. They don't want to hear that shit. Like they're not even asking you, like, yo, how you got your chain? Nah, he's plotting on you, the little nigga. He might be cool with you, smoking with you right there. He could be smoking with you, chilling with you, but he's not asking you, like, yo, how you got that? Yo, you working? Nah, he's not asking you. He's like, oh, yo, that's real. He's plotting on you on the low.
Right, exactly. Yeah. He's not asking you how you got that or what you do. He's actually whether it's real or not. He's plotting.
Yeah, he's plotting on you indirectly because you know what he's doing. You know what time it is. Like, if he catches you drunk, he's plotting on you basically. You know what I mean? The niggas will set you up to get drunk, nigga, and come out your chain, bro. That's the reality of the hood, nigga. The young niggas will chill with you.
They're gonna spend like $300 between like 4 of them. Come on, man.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yo, that's the
truth. Some food, money's gone. You know.
That's
this dude, I know it's crazy. I know Pop Smoke album coming out Friday, so you know they're about to get the new drill wave. About to get that new drill wave, and you know when Pop Smoke come out, oh, his street's gonna be on fire.
He got a new album.
Yeah, he got a new album coming out Friday.
Put something together. He put it together. Yep, they put something together.
Damn, bro, that's fire, bro. Then they did him
filthy,
bro.
They did a lot of music, man.
Yeah,
a lot of music, man. A lot of music. People is kind of mad that Bobby signed with Rock Nation and Meek Mill and them. I don't know. I would have kept it independent. For me, I would have did a GS9 Records. For me, I would have been me and Rowdy. You know what I mean? And I wouldn't even be signed to nobody right now.
He already was who he was. They already who they are. They didn't need industry help. They already got their name. Their name was already ringing. They didn't need no industry help.
But it tells you the state of the music industry. It tells you the state that their music is in. It tells you that they're not selling as much music, because if they have to go into a partnership, they're looking at it like, damn, my numbers is down and I need support. It tells you where the music is at. It's showing you.
They needed the money. They needed the backing, the financial backing.
Yeah. Exactly. You needed the backing, basically, because your bag is low.
Bobby haven't dropped nothing yet.
That's another. You see what I'm saying? Your bag is low.
One that been dropping. Rowdy's the one that been dropping music left and right.
And you a convicted felon. So for you to go to the shows, you need somebody supporting that. And Rock Nation, from what we know, Rock Nation has a lot of concert venues. So they're basically they're letting convicted felons perform, because they will not let you perform if they're on parole. Don't get it fucked up. They still on parole. And they're convicted felons. So for you to go on stage for the venue to secure the loans, it's hard for them, bro. It's not as easy as it looks for them, bro, because they're convicted felons. So for them to be on Rock, smart move.
They're calling that boy, man.
But see, the thing is, as far as Rock Nation, remember the lady? What's her name? The one that was working with the feds.
Yeah, with the feds. Reyes, right? But for me, they didn't have to do that. For me, they didn't have to sign with nobody. I could have kept it. I would have kept it like just me and Rowdy. Boom, boom, boom. We without bosses. We got some money already. You know what I mean? But I don't know. People do whatever they do for I don't know. I want it done.
It's like we were saying earlier. We don't know what they're telling these people behind closed doors. You know, they probably telling him, "Oh no, you gotta sign. You're gonna have." You know what I'm saying? You don't know what they're telling them. You know?
Yeah.
These dudes come from nothing. They happy with a chain and a foreign car. They happy with that. These dudes come from nothing. Get them a chain and a foreign car. They ready to kill for you. They be ready to put somebody.
Remember that Nori interview with Black where he talk about them doors and stuff like that?
I think so. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, the Nori was talking about that they gave him them 3 doors to choose, and he chose to go Dolo. He said he never went platinum after that.
Yeah, I remember that. Yep, I remember. So, yeah,
that's all he said.
That's it. Yep.
Yeah, he said it. Yep. He said it himself. They used some doors after you get to a certain level, and that was his first album, his first solo album, and that happened after that. So that let you know right there. Go big. Yep. Now we're gonna sit you down. What you gonna do? What you got? What you got for us? And he said he went Dolo. And look at that.
And that was it. Yep. His sales didn't go nowhere really. You know, he didn't go where they could have took him. You know what I'm saying?
No, he didn't do much after that. He didn't do much.
Yep.
No, he didn't do much after that. He did certain things after, but not big, you know. Right. Not big like that. No, never after the Super Thug album, the Melvin was the Melvin Flint.
Melvin Flint, the Hustler, yeah. Melvin
Yeah,
Flint.
I didn't do that good. I didn't do that good.
Yeah.
That kind of flop. Then I don't know what else he had. That he had nothing for a while. Till Capone came home and, um, but it
Yo,
was
I
it's
heard
funny.
Capone had it hard up north too. I heard it was kind of tough for him up north.
Yeah, I heard them
Fact.
stories too. I heard them stories.
Yeah,
I heard it
it was tough for him. Yeah.
I heard it from KK. KK was like, you know what I'm saying, that he stopped the dudes from robbing him and shit like that.
Yeah, they had to save him a couple times and all of
When
that.
that happened, when he
A lot
was
of
in
people was jealous
college.
of him because of who he was. Yep.
Yeah, you know how it is. But you know that's the broke people. You know what I mean?
Yep.
That's broke dudes that don't got no money that really gonna do that. That's why I always said you gotta watch the rowdy people is the one that really don't got no money that can get nothing on their own. You know what I mean? Like their
Fact.
family don't give them nothing or no, they can get no business. They get jealous. You know what I mean? So they
Fact.
gonna find a way to do something.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Yeah. So yo,
Yo,
going back to that job thing.
Mambru, you
Huh?
see how I had the link up here? Yo, they scared to come up here. They scared to
Yeah,
come up
for
to this
real.
platform. Have it
Yeah.
been somebody else that kept posting the link, they would have came right in. Yo, I don't know. They scared of this platform. Yeah, they
Because
ain't
it's
coming up
real,
here.
brother. You know what?
Yep.
When
I
it's
be seeing
real,
all the trolls and all that going up on everybody else's joint and this and that. Yo, they don't want to come up here. You know,
nah, they
they
don't
know the
care.
vibes is different up here. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that's
Yo,
right.
any of y'all watching and all that, y'all can click in. Y'all can click in. I don't care who it is. I'm gonna let y'all up. I don't care who it is. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to come up here.
And it's true though. But yo,
Yep.
that my first job when I came here to work, you say you fell out of place. I was working on a golf course with
Oh,
rich
word?
people. I was working
Mm.
on a golf course. I was like, man, I'm out of place. I got to find a way to speak good. Like my Spanish has to come back. You know what I mean? To the surface. I have to speak good. Like, I have to like.
Right.
I was like, man, this is crazy. I don't want to do this shit. But it was money involved. It was a golf course. So
And that was in PR?
yeah, right close to my
Oh,
house
word?
is one. It's a few of them all. It's a whole lot of them out here.
Mm.
It's a whole lot of them. Well, here we got one
What you
that
gotta do for that? You gotta
here you
what's
gotta
the
go.
job for that?
The one from here, there's on my town. You gotta go to City Hall because it's owned by the city. But the other ones, I
Okay.
think you gotta. I don't know who you gotta. The big ones, I don't know who you gotta. Here, I had to like keep bothering people like every day because they said they
Right.
had a job, but they needed somebody that was bilingual. So I was like, damn, I just came from New York. So I kept putting the resume, and they kept telling me no to they interview me, but they interviewed me in English, thinking I was lying. So when I smacked them over the head with everything they asked me, I answered them properly. They was like, all right, just a drug test, and I was like, well, here we go. I'm high as hell. So, but I gave
Right.
him a clean one. I gave him a clean one, and I got hired. I was worked there
Right.
for like a year and a half or two. It's a sweet job. It was not a sweet job. Not to say you have to deal with drunk people,
Right.
sarcastic people,
Yep. Yep.
rich
And then you got
people,
the rich
rich.
people who they
Yeah,
don't got feelings. They only care about
nah.
money. They ain't got no feelings or nothing.
What
You know?
man? These people
Yep.
sometimes the golf course is open at 7 a.m. I used to go to work at 6 o'clock in the morning to get everything ready.
Mm.
They used to be there already at 6:10 lining up and tell you,
Mm.
yo, my bag is this number, go get it. And then you like, nigga, it's like 6 in the morning. I just woke. What you mean? Relax, man. They already they don't care. Once it's open, that's it. They just want to go play. And you're like, God
Mm.
damn, man. It's sometimes like on Fridays, and we had like 100 cars, like 100 golf cars that
See,
they
the
can
one
rent
thing
out.
about that, it's not a night thing, though. That's not a night thing, right? That's just a daytime thing.
Yeah, it's a daytime job, but people can
Yeah, it's a
practice.
daytime.
Like people can practice the late because when you practice, you got light. When you're only swinging, you know what I mean. When you're on the range in the range thing, you like you only practicing. So you have to work there to 10:30 at night because you got to get the car, the sweep up all the stuff, all the balls and stuff, no homo. You know what I mean? You
Right.
gotta pick up all the stuff, leave everything set for the next day. So when it came down to, but the Fridays, it was sweet because there was always music. It was people drinking, so it was less work and more chill. Fridays and Saturdays, and Sundays it was
They
just
used to give tips. The people used to give tips.
we had our own way to get tips. You know what I mean? Because when they come in, if you work in the car wash is the section we used to call like when they go in to play first. So you got to come into that to give us the card and stuff back. So it'd be like, oh, clean the sticks and clean my golf shoes, and they give you $20-$30. There's people that was making money. There was doctors, lawyers, so they give you $40-$50. And we had a bowl. They used to put the tips. Sometimes we go home with like $100 each, $200 on a good day.
Oh yeah, split it.
Yeah, we used to split them three. It was three of us.
Okay.
You know what I mean? We two watching the cars and one in dealing with the cars going out. And when there was no cars, we had to go down to the basement, bring the cars out. You know what I mean? Park them, put ice on them, put the scorecards, the pencils, put the tees, all kind of stuff, man. I lost mad weight on that job. I lost like 200 pounds on that job.
Yo, that's how it was for me because, you know, after all the shit happened to us, we lost our crib and all that, the raids and all that. You know, they never found nothing heavy on us and all that, but we did lose our apartment and this and that. So after all that, I knew some dudes out in Brooklyn, in East New York, that I knew these dudes forever. They was electricians and they was in the electric world. So they brung me into that. And I used to be saying to myself, like, yo, they could have brung me into this a long time ago. It took for me to go through all of this and all that to be a part of like this, you know what I mean? To be a part of their team with the electric and all that. You know what I'm saying? They could have let me into that a long time ago. So them dudes, they was different. They wasn't no street dudes. They never been in the street or nothing. So they was different. So I used to feel a little bit out of place around them. You know what I'm saying? Because they was a little bit different. I couldn't even talk about certain things with them because they didn't understand that world. You know what I'm saying? So I was a little bit out of place. But I caught 2 hernias doing electric because we used to have to run the rises through the buildings and all that. And I got 2 hernias, and that's when I got into what I'm into now. The hotel, because you know I've been in the hotel business for 5.5 years now. Oh, so once I got hurt from that, I started doing the hotel. So I've been in the hotel business for 5.5 years.
Well, that's sweet.
I'm actually off today. I'm actually off right now. I'm off today. Oh, wow. You know, but that's how I got into the hotel business. Yep.
Well, when I was out there, when I got locked up in 05, and I was that stupid, even with a paid lawyer, once I knew I was going, he told me, you're going to do some time. I can get you out of this. And I was like, damn. And they told me, oh, they're offering you a program. I was like, I don't want to take no program because that's just like you in jail. So I was like, I don't want to go. I don't want to do this. You know what I mean? So they offered me daytime.
Right.
And there's the outpatient. I was like, well, outpatient, I'll do it. So it was on Westchester Square by Lehman High School.
Yeah, the 6th Street.
Yeah, so there was a time that Waste Management went on the workers went on strike, and they was looking for workers, and they took us from daytop to work there. So we had to fight these people because they was calling up scabs because there was a union. Oh, they coming to take up
the union wars.
Yeah, so we came in on the wrong time. I thought it was sweet. Yeah, we're gonna go pick up garbage. No, we came into a war zone. People was arguing. Yep. And there was like, oh, the way they go on strike is that they leave the garbage trucks far away, and we got to go pick them up. So you got to follow them in the car. So there was the dude that was going to drop the card. It was an armed, and every car was an armed cop. Mm-hmm. An armed cop was in every car. They was like, yo, and they would tell me, yo, in case anything, you see behind the driver's seat is a gun. They told me just like that, shoot, don't worry about it. I'm like, what? It's like, dude, I'm a cop, even though, you know what I'm saying, I'm here for security. And I was like, what? I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, what the hell I'm doing with a cop in a car? They're like, nah, man, every car right now that you see, every truck that you see, the car behind, they got a cop in it. We have to be in here. If not, this cannot happen. And the dude was armed up. He had a vest. He had his vest. I'm like, what the hell? This dude was like, there's a gun right there. In case anything, you just shoot. Don't worry about it. I'm here. I'm like, this dude is crazy. He just told me to shoot. Like so, don't ask questions. If they get stupid, you shoot. And people was fighting. And then it happened. They drove the truck all the way down. I don't know where the hell, Sariga, way down in Sariga. And the truck thing was
industrial area, that dead area. That's
yeah,
industrial area.
and the truck thing was like in Queens, man. So we had to go deep. So these dudes really got the truck lost. So they got out and to get on their car. So they trying to fight us, and the cop put the gun out. So I will bust your ass, and them these started running. I pulled the other gun out. I felt stupid. I'm like, damn, I'm next to a cop putting guns out on people. I don't want to do this.
Right,
but
it was different.
Yeah, but it was a job. I was like, damn, it was a job. And then we got the dude that was driving, took the car, took the truck, and I was the one picking up the garbage, and the policeman was in the car following us. And I actually got the job. I was working there for like 5 months. It was making hella money. Right. I was making hella money for real. I was getting like what, 18 and a half an hour or 20 and a half an hour. And then time and a half was like $32 an hour. I was like, shit.
Real.
Yeah. The only thing I didn't like was the trap first, man. Talk about I'm a cop. I was like, come on, man. Don't do this to me. You a cop. Like every car.
If you think about it now, Pete, that cop dude was scared. He wanted to make sure that he's not going to be the only one that's going to ride if y'all got to ride.
Yeah,
you know
he told me to. He's like, I'm best up. I got my gun in my lap. He told me, "Cause anything is a gun under the driver's seat, grab and shoot." I'm like, damn, what you mean grab and shoot? And then he told me, oh, he pulled the bash out, but he put out the wallet. He's like, I'm a cop, but it's only for security. I'm like, man, I should just get out of this car right now and just leave because I don't deal with cops. I should just get out. Get out and just leave right now. But then I was like, I started thinking. They told me this can help you, and within months I was already to leave the program. Till they didn't want to let me go. That's when I went on the run. On my last court day, they told me they cannot let me go because I owed some money to own Medicaid. Because I was working with I was there with our Medicaid for like 2 months. Okay. And they didn't want to let me go after I was done with the program. So I was like, what? You're not going to let me go? I'm out. Catch me if you can. Come back in a month. I ain't coming back. You let me go now. Now you got to find a way to catch me. And I went on the run. Yeah. I should have just came back the next month for real. Yeah, it was just time.
Basically, because you owed because of the Medicaid? You owed? Yeah,
because the Medicaid was the one it was covering on the drug test.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you pay for your own base.
When they was testing you, so so I didn't do nothing. They want to pay out my pocket. I'm not paying shit out my pocket. Hell no, that's too much money. And they was like, oh, so you got to go get Medicaid. But I had Medicaid, but somebody had some dirty stuff with my Medicaid. I don't know, some scam stuff, and my shit was all messed up. So I went on a run for like 6-7 months, and I got caught up in a bad way. I remember that. It was May 25th, 07. I will never forget that day. May 25th, 07. I remember I went down. I came to the block. I see my son on a sonogram for the first time. My big son. So then he about to be 14. So this happened a while back then. Damn. Right. Thinking about it, this happened a while back. So when I came in, my baby mom was just arguing all day. I'm like, man, leave me alone. I'm going downstairs. And when we got off the bus, my co-defendant, my boy, my right-hand man told me, I just bought 250 grams. Come to the basement. I'm about to cook them. I'm like, nigga, I'm on the run, B. I already gave up everything. What you mean come in? So me being stupid, I went down there. And he's doing cooking. And he's strong. I'm like, damn, I want to be around this smell. And he there chefing up, boom, boom, bam. And I kept hearing somebody yelling my name out, like my name outside. So I'm like, wow, who yelling my name out? And I kept hearing the door opening and closing, opening and closing, opening and closing. So I got this bad thing. And I told my boy, I'll be back. I'm going to go upstairs, I'm going to go check on my daughter and I'll be back. So when I walked out the living room, it was a basement. Towards the hallway to go out, I seen these two hairy white legs. I said, what the fuck? I said, this not a dude from this nigga is not from the hood. This not a hood dude. This nigga got chuckers. He got some checkers with some wilds. Like, what the? And he's checking on the closet. So when he see me, he put the gun in my face and we don't move, I'll blow your head off. So I'm like, dude, I'm mad big. I'm like, dude, I can't run. I can roll to you and I can roll back, but I can't run. And when I found out was one of the dudes that was supposed to took over the block after I left it, was doing hand in hand when he had the people that were supposed to be doing the work, and he caught a cell. So that the cop kept coming down to figure out where he kept the drug because they had a warrant. So my big ass cover with my boy. This is funny because my boy that was cooking up, he heard all the commotion, so he throws the water with the crack behind the stove, and some of it bounced back on him. So he walks to the bathroom. And he said, he told me like this, you was so big at the time that the cop didn't even see me when I went to the bathroom. He said, you cover me. The dude went to the bathroom and acted like he was taking a shit. For real, my boy acted like he flushed more crack down there. And it was another one, my older boy, Jobby was sleeping. So when they came in, I remember they started calling me the chef. I'm like, what you mean the chef? Oh, he's from South Park. He's the chef. He be cooking up stuff. Because they said that I was the one cooking up the crack, that they knew that it was somebody else. So they came in without the warrant. The house was loaded with stuff, and I'm in there with a warrant. So they left one regular cop keep an eye on the house. So they went to the courthouse and get the warrant. So my people went to the back of the house, got everything out the house. So the house was cleaned up. They took everything out of the house. So when they come back in, they come with the baton. They're trying to beat us up. What everything at? What's everything? I'm like, what you mean everything? I didn't even knew I was in the house. It was this. It was that. It was that. I was like, it was all out in the house. I didn't even knew nothing. It was like, oh, I'm like, damn, I'm on the run, and I just caught a new one. So I got stressed out. So they started telling me that I had a lot of people that want to talk to me. And when they told me about them people with them yellow letters, I just the only thing I had to think that was about my boy that had already did fed time for selling guns. So I told him, boy, if I'm you, I would just jet. And he took a flight and he left. He was like, man, listen, but then they had the investigation, but I didn't. What they had told me was that I didn't bought enough from the federal informant. I didn't bought enough. Like I kept blowing them off. Like I felt that, like, you know, when you feel something like somebody coming at you with pressure.
You knew it was some funny shit behind
it. Yeah, like this dude, like, yo, I got keys, I got pounds. I'm like, dude, I don't know you.
Stupid talk.
Yeah. Yeah, you got that butt. I see you with that dude. I don't know what you're talking about, man. Yeah, I see you standing on that. Yeah, you big body. Yeah, I know. Yeah, la la la. I'm like, dude, I don't know you. But one day they bought something up for him, so he kept coming up to me like normally, like buy more. I'm like, nah, man. I bought like 2 ounces for him, and that was enough for them to eat. They was about to hit me with that Rico shit because it was like 6. They say you need 6. Before it was 5 for the Rico. I think now it's 6, and they had the 5. They could have easily picked up 2 more. They said it. We could have just picked up 2 more and mess y'all up, but we don't got nothing here. They told me just like that on my flip. We don't got nothing here. They ain't nothing here for us, and they just led me to the state. And when they led me to the state, that was the funniest thing because the state was trying to then be the funny one, trying to hit me with big time, and I fought it down to 2. When I fought it down to 2, they was mad that I said I take it because they keep coming up and down. You know, my lawyer.
Trial.
Yeah, because I was like, I'm not taking it to trial.
They're gonna hit you with the book.
Yeah, I'm not taking it to trial. I'm fighting. Fuck it. Yep. So my lawyer was like, well, wait, so I'm gonna put my gloves on and we're gonna fight. He told me, just don't talk. Tell me everything now that I need to know. But while you're in court, please do not talk. Don't make this hard on you. And when they went from 5 from 5.5 to 7.5, I got tight, and I was like, "What am I, a clown to y'all?" And my lawyer looked at me like, "Yo, shut up, man." Like looked at me like, "Boy, shut up, man." I was like,
"Doing all right right now. We doing all right, right?" They're like, "Yo."
Yeah. And I have to talk, and I have to say, "What am I, a clown or something?" Then they brought it back up to 12, and then I didn't see my lawyer for like 2 months. They came see me in Rikers Island and told me, "Boy, listen, this case it's not an easy case, it's not a hard case, but you made it hard when you started running your mouth in court, arguing with." I remember I had 2 judges and 2 DAs. That when I got sentenced out, they all started talking shit to me. You a disgraceful piece of crap to the humanity. You selling drugs in the school zone, because it was something I used to stand in front of the school, but it was nighttime, and you pushing, you forget that you're in a school zone, and it's 10 o'clock at night, you're still pushing, and they told me, but when they hit me with the 2, but they told me that for me to get the 2, you had to take the blame for everybody and for everything that was in the house. So I was like, I'm not taking the blame for what? Why I'm taking the blame? They was like, oh, just like baggies. They didn't find nothing. They just found baggies and some weed and some crack and stuff. So I was like, man, this is bullshit. I'm like, I'm getting 2 years really. It was 4 concurrent. It was 2. And I was like, what? I'll take that shit right now. So they told me, you take it right now, but you gotta take the blame for everything. And everybody else walk away. And I did that.
Why? They just want to close the case. They wanted you to take it off so they could just close the case and they ain't got to deal with it no more.
Yeah. That's what my lawyer told me. They want to get rid of you. They want to get rid of you. They don't want to see you no more. They tired of seeing you.
They want to close the case. That's it. Close the case. That's it.
What my lawyer told me. They don't want to see you no more. They want to give you 4 concurrent. Say you're going to do 2, and you're going to get 2 years parole, you're gonna do 1. And I said, what? Where I signed right now? Let's go. Let's go right now. So I did that on a heartbeat, and my boy looked at me and just tapped his chest like, good looking, because I took the blame for everything, for everybody. You know what I mean? And he never let me down. He never let me down. He never let me down. Whenever I called for anything, I didn't even bother. They was just like, just send us your number. And I sent them my DIN number, and that was it. Every month I had my package, you know what I mean? And when I came out, I was like, my nigga, I would do the same thing for you. He's like, don't worry about it, my nigga. What you did, a lot of people didn't even do. People would have flipped, but it said, oh, that was his shit. That was his shit. Now me, I kept it solid, you know what I mean, with the hood. So it felt good, coming home today. Not like a big welcome, but it felt good, you come home, everybody like, oh shit, my dude ain't flipped. Yeah, my nigga, yeah, my nigga. That's what I'm talking about. Like, yo, what the fuck you think I was, nigga? A rat, man? They was like, nah, but they was like, nah, but anybody could have flipped. Anybody could have, just switch up. They was like, but you kept it real, man. We appreciate that. So I was like, yeah. You know what I mean? I was like, thank you, man.
And for that, you good over there for life. You know what I'm saying? Because of that, you good over there for life.
No, the other day, somebody would send me DM me something on Instagram that somebody was like bad mouthing my name on the block. So I called my boy, like, what's going on? It was like, who's talking about you? And I sent him the screenshot, like, man, listen, that little nigga, get some new nigga that supposedly heard that I was running the block. And I didn't allow certain things. I didn't allow nobody to get robbed on my block. Said I kept make sure whatever garbage you throw on the floor, y'all pick it up. It's like I was running my spot like here. Make sure you keep the area clean, the noise down, help the old ladies with the bags. You know what I mean? Because they used to hate us before. Because when we was young, we used to wild out in that building. So used to hate us.
Mambru, same everything you saying. Same thing with us. Yo, they my whole life, like the people in the hood. The older people, they hated us because we used to kick doors and run. We used to play manhunt, running through the buildings. They used, everything. Yeah. Everything. They hated us.
Because I used to live in Portchester for a time, and I used to come to 171 Bristol hustle. Oh, you don't even live here. So then I started saying, damn, we gonna come a time we're gonna need these old people. So I started telling people, the people used to work with me, like, yo, boom, my man, just help her with the bags, man. Don't even ask for no money. Just help her with the bags. That's gonna help us in the long run. All of a sudden, I got a door open on the 5th floor. This person on the 4th floor with this. I already got a door on the 4th floor. Then we had some friends on the 3rd floor. Then my baby mama, my mother used to live on the 2nd floor. So we had doors on every floor. So we were good for a minute. You know what I mean? We were good after that. And people used to like, you know what I'm saying? Like it became like after 1 o'clock in the night, in the morning, I tell people, yo, put that music a little down. It don't matter if you put the music, you know, you can have music, but just keep it down. You know, people here to work, you know, people here that get up in the mornings, old people here. And make sure that like people used to be like, oh, y'all keep the block clean. Like I always tell people, man, whatever garbage y'all leave out, man, the Phillies, whatever, get a broom, man, sweep it to the edge of the air. People used to always be like, thank y'all, you know what I mean? They never called cops on us. They never really, but you know what I'm saying? When I got locked up, people was crying when they brought me out the basement. Damn, they took Big Boy. I remember that was a sad thing. That I heard the 2 old ladies that was crying over me. Miss Jackie got rest her soul. She was crying. Oh man, they took the good one. They took the good one. So she was singing. Because I kept it official with everybody.
Through the whole hood. They done bring me through the whole hood looking crazy, all cuffed up. Everybody looking like, let him go.
Yeah,
it's funny now. It's funny now, but it wasn't funny then. You know what I'm saying?
No, man. For real. In 02, when I got arrested in 02, it was this. I was the first one in the van. There was a snowstorm. I was the first one in the van. I said, I'm gonna play cop and robber with these dudes for the whole night because it's snowing. Ain't not gonna be nobody out. Wrong. Not even 5 minutes after I got arrested for a roach. I got arrested for a roach, my man, for smoking a roach. I was about to throw the roach out, and they just made a big scene and took me. And I had weed on me, but I had it on my sleeve on my jacket. So to the whole time, I'm trying to. By that time, they was not stripping people all the way down on the precinct. They used to just take the handcuffs and, you know what I mean, and just leave you alone. Right. But they saw me what I was trying to do in the van, and they was like, "Come on, man, we got to go to the bathroom." And they saw that I was trying to like make a hole in my hoodie, so whenever I get to the cell, I can put the bags of weed on the hoodie. So you know what I mean. So I will be all right. So like, you don't got nothing else on you? I'm like, nah, I don't got nothing else. But be real, man. We see you on the van. So I was like, damn. So when I gave them I had like 15 bags of weed. They know what they did? They share it. 5, and 5, and they say, go back, sit down. They share the weed right there, 5 bags each, and they just tell me to sit down. It's crazy. Well, we went on a ride. There was some dudes that was selling crack and 174th and by Longfellow, close to West Farms over there. But West Farms close to
I know, of course.
No, close to Southern Boulevard. Like West Farms or Southern Boulevard. Yeah, so they got somebody. The dude was fighting. The cop hit him over the head with a walkie-talkie. We was like, it was Dominicans. It was a bunch of Dominicans on the court on the 42nd prison because there was a big cockfight. No homo. It's a cockfight ring.
Now they be doing it. They be doing it.
Yeah, and they got caught up. They caught up like a whole bunch of Dominicans got caught up in it. So we couldn't really. We had to be like in the 48 prison. Not the 48. From the 48, it was deep, man. It was deep by Fordham Road. And they brought us down to the 44 prison. From the 44 prison, then we went to court. And from court, he's got a fine. I got a $50 fine and let me go. That's what I got. But they made me, man, listen, 3 days for no reason.
Oh, you maxed out in the bookings. Or no, you was in the prison instead.
Yeah, because it was packed. That's why. But for a roach, this for a roach. That's how I knew that these people don't care. They still and they was. That's what I knew. They was keeping an eye on me. They were like, oh, Gonzalez, huh? Kind of hearing that name, kind of hearing this last name too much, man. You got a file on you. Oh, you got cut up here, you got cut up there. Like, damn, what this? And you're not realizing that you're setting yourself up for failure when you keep on the same block You know what I mean? It don't matter what time it is. You know, the same cops gonna come after you. You know what I mean? They know what time you come out. They know what time you go in. It's like you said, they knew everything about me. They just didn't know where I live at. They just didn't knew, oh, but you're not from that block though. And I'm like, I'm not gonna tell you where I'm from neither. You know, I never never give them a clean address. But it was serious, man, for real.
Yeah, you know, it's crazy. You know, you got your people that's cool with you in the hood and this and that, people that's rocking with you. But then you always gonna have your haters. I don't care where you go. You always gonna have a few haters and all that want your spot. You know what I'm saying? They
people
don't like
get the money.
how you making the money and all that. You know how it goes.
Yep. Yeah, how he getting money and I'm not getting money here, and it's my block. But when I got to that block, I came with the right people because my uncle had that block. So when I came in with him, you know what I mean? I came in just to chill around and shit. And all of a sudden I got cool with everybody on the block. And my uncle did some dumb shit and left. When he left, I took over. I took that over, and when he saw that I took it over and I was doing like better than him, he wanted the block back. And I'm like, you're not getting nothing back. You left on your own. Nobody told you to leave. That's what I told him. Nobody told you to leave, man. You know what I mean? So it was serious for a little while. It was serious for a little while. But you know, I still don't talk to that chump, even though it's my uncle. But I don't talk to him to this day.
That too. You know, anytime money is involved, it's always going to be, you know, some type of something.
But I did it for whatever. Really, when me and him got into whatever we got, it came from other reasons. I can't even speak on here because it's too much. Because he was doing so much dirt that I was like, this is a dirty dude, man. He's the dirtiest of the dirt. I mean, you can't even say the word dirty and not look at my uncle and be like, you're a dirty motherfucker, for real. I used to be just like that. You're a dirty motherfucker, man. You tell him, I can tell him in his face, you're a dirty son of a bitch. God rest my grandmother, and she's still alive, but I tell him in his face, for real, man. You're dirty.
Yeah, you know. You know, one thing about this YouTube thing, you know, dirty section of YouTube. Yeah. One thing about this YouTube thing, I swear, yo, Mambru, I could tell stories that'll probably get me like maybe like 50,000 like views and all that. But I won't do it. You know why? Because I ain't gonna sell my soul. I won't sell my soul. You know what I'm saying? But I got stories. I got a lot of stuff I could talk about, but I ain't gonna do it. I'm not gonna sell my soul for the YouTube. You know what I'm saying? And I guarantee you got more stories too. You got you probably got more than me. But you know, I'm not gonna do it. Sell my soul.
I'm not. We all got stories because we from the same borough, so we might even cross paths with each other, and we not even know.
Probably didn't even know it. Yep.
Yeah, that's all I was thinking about. There, I probably crossed paths with most of the dudes that say they're from the Bronx here, but I never really realized it because I was number one. I was gangbanging. And I was hustling. So I was always busy. I was doing something. Then if I was not getting money, I was doing what I was supposed to do in this way. Now I'm going to Queens to see people. I'm going to Harlem to see people. I'm going to Brooklyn to see people. You know what I mean? I was always somewhere bugging around or chilling, you know, but never let my block, you know what I mean? What you mean? I always kept somebody on my block. I at least, you know, keeping an eye on stuff. But, you know, when I decided to give it up, I remember when I gave it up, but I said, I don't want this shit no more. I said, I'm on the run. They're going to hit me home when they catch me. I said, yo, y'all keep it. And they kept it. But when I came home, I said, damn, thank the Lord I gave this shit up because it was cameras everywhere. It was cameras everywhere.
Like these days now. Yo, it's cameras everywhere. Everywhere.
I'm talking about 09. I came home 09, like close to 09. And there was cameras in every floor in the building. It was cameras outside. I was like, what the hell? I mean, I came home. Right, I came home and I was back on. I was going back home to Edgecombe. And for Edgecombe, they sent me back home to Queensboro for like 2 weeks. Instead of sending me, so I'm like, why? It's like, oh, it's 905, but you were your co-defendant. So my PO smacked me over the head. Oh, you just came home. You want to be funny? Take 2 weeks. And right there, she said it right there. I was standing on the door on my baby mother house. It was 9:05 and my co-defendant came to see me. And right there, these two dudes go upstairs and I said, they look like cops. Like DT said, my boy said, yup. They look like cops. When they came down with the badges out. Say, yeah. Oh, New York undercover cops, get against the wall. One day they took my ID out of my pocket. It was a fresh jail ID. They told me right away, you're not supposed to be outside. It's after 9 o'clock. I was like, I laughed in his face, like, come on, man. You gonna come up with that sucker shit? Come on. It's like, what's the name of your PO? I said, oh, my name is Thompson. So he called her and he said, oh yeah, he's there at this time. Who's there with him? I said, oh my God. And he asked my co-D right there, he said, blah, blah. Oh yeah? Oh, take him down. I was like, come on, don't do that. I just came home today. Like, I just came home, like, not even 8 hours ago. You gonna tell? I'm like, oh, Lord. She took me right there to Eshcon, not even to court. Not even to the 3 building. Not even to the 3 building like they used to do before. It was just straight to Eshcon. Like, take them now. Like, give them 2 weeks. Like, give them 2 weeks.
So you basically was out for 8 hours.
Yeah, and went right back for like 2 weeks.
That's crazy.
Yo, they took me to Eshcombe, and I don't know what happened. They sent me back to Queensboro. I was like, back to Queensboro? I don't even want to be. Oh, man, I was like, Queensboro for what, man? I was like, I'm supposed to be in the island. Send me to the island better. I was like, then I started thinking, nah, I don't want to go to the island. Shit, I don't want to go to the island. Don't do that. Don't be saying stuff like that. But in 2 weeks, man, now I came home, and I kept distance. I kept the distance after that for a few months. You know, I hanged out with my co-Ds, but it was like, you know, it was 9 o'clock. It was 8:30. I was already home. I wasn't playing with that. Like, no, man, nah. I remember my PO used to make me, when I moved to 165 in the concourse, the building had no intercom. And she called me at 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. Like, oh, when I speak to so-and-so Gonzalez, and I'm like, yeah, he's talking. Where you at? I'm like, I'm home. Yeah, come down and open the door for me. I'm like, what you mean? Oh, I have to go down all sleepy and stuff and open the door for my PO so she can come upstairs with me, search, you know, my sleeping area and take a drug test right there. I used to be like, for real, man, I'm not even playing around.
4 in the morning.
4 in the morning, she called me. She called me 3 in the morning. And she called me right on those times. Be like, yeah, you home? And I'm like, yeah, I'm home. And I had no intercom. She's like, come downstairs. I'm like, come on, man. Say they swim me some dude named Jose Vasquez. He was sweet. He just came to the door of the house. Boom, boom, boom. You open the door. Everything good? Yeah. All right. Come see me in a month. That's it. I was like, oh man, this dude, he's sweet, man. I remember when they gave me the paper.
Too. They say the women is more harsh. The women POs and all of that. She
was a what you call it? She was a bulldagger. She was a dyke.
Yeah, there she goes. She don't like men anyway, so boom.
No, she don't even like it. She didn't care. She didn't care. She wanted to go in the bathroom with me for me to take the piss test. I'm like, dude, you really want to come in the bathroom with me? Like, oh no, she had to do with her. What she had to do, I'm like, say she can come in if you want. I don't care. But she was like, no, he goes. And then he all up on my shit. I'm like, come on, man. I don't like that, man. I'm like, come on, man. This is supposed to. Yeah, man. I'm like, come on, dude. Man. Then, but she let me live though, because when I went to a shelter and everything, I remember that she told me that she could have locked me up for not giving her the address and all kind of stuff. But when I got the switch, the PO, man, he didn't care. He told me, come see me once a month. Just make sure you come and you clean. And I went in, he saw me, he always talked to me like, oh, you know what you think about doing in the future? And you know, they're supposed to like pay them, I think $30-something a month. He never even made me pay him $1 or nothing like that. I think on parole you gotta pay him like because the first one didn't even want me with a cell phone.
Crazy.
You know, she didn't want me with a cell phone. She was like, "Why you got a cell phone? You don't got no job." Like, damn. She's just like that. Oh, you got a cell phone? What job? What you doing out there? Like, damn, they was just given to me. I don't care. You're not supposed to have no cell phone. When you're allowed to, when you can afford it, you allowed to have one. I'm like, crazy motherfucker, man. What the hell wrong with this lady?
Yeah. She don't like men either. Shouldn't even, you know what I mean? It's a conflict of interest, you know, having like a dyke as a PO. That's kind of like a conflict of interest. She don't even like men, like, you know what I'm saying? Yet she's somebody's PO. You know what I'm saying?
Her name was Vanessa Thompson. I will never forget that name. Vanessa Thompson. Vanessa Thompson. That was her name. Over our figuring house. Yeah. Her name was
And it's, see how you remember her name? And I remember the detective that I let him into the building. It was Moses Martinez. Yep.
See the cop.
Yo, Mambru, I'm gonna remember his name for the rest of my life because I fucked up and I fucked up bad. Facts.
But for me, man, the cop that arrested me, I remember him. I remember the name for the fact that it was so quick, and it wasn't even like he said, it wasn't even for you. We wanted this dude, and here you go with a warrant, and you coming out to me. That's how they told me in the prison. I didn't even wanted you. He said, you just the liability. You just came out in the wrong moment. He said, we wanted him, the first one. All three of y'all, they was like that. He said, all three of y'all got locked up because you walked out the living room. I was like, damn. He said, but anyway, I had to come out. He said, you should have come out 5 minutes later. He told me, you should have waited 5 minutes later. So you would have waited 5 minutes later, y'all would have been good because we would have taken him and that's it. I looked at this dude like, oh man, I came on the wrong time.
Wrong time. Real. Yep. But you know what? Them times that we be saying is the wrong times, spiritually speaking, be the right times.
Yeah, you can say that because I was
in the spiritual world, it's the right times. Everything happens for a reason, you know?
Yeah, I know. I remember that my son was born when I was in jail, and I got to see him one time. My big son. I got to see him one time on a full building, like 2 days before I went upstate. And I didn't want to see him. I told my baby mama, don't bring them kids here. I don't want this bad energy to, you know, to transfer to them. I don't want that, you know. And I told her, because when I got locked up, she was already about to be 8 months pregnant. So I got locked up on the wrong time, nearly 8 months, and she was about to give birth, so she was too emotional. You know what I mean? It was emotions running everywhere. When she thought they gave me the dollar bill, she thought I was going home. I had a dollar bill because I had a warrant hold. And she came with the dollar. She came all emotional. You coming home? I'm like, man, listen, I'm not going nowhere. Go home. Right. And when she came in, she was out downstairs. What you mean you can't come home? I'm like, no,
she
man.
Accepted it. She couldn't accept it.
Yeah. He got a dollar bill and I can get him out. They was like, he got a hole. What kind of hole he got? A warrant hole. He get fly risk. They was like, nah, man, he can't go nowhere. I was like, Jesus Christ.
It's crazy.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Skydiving. What you mean Alpo skydiving?
Well, he got I see Alpo everywhere. I see him. He's up in the mountains. Doing the other thing. What you call it? I forgot. He's fishing and all. Yo, he's just having the best time of his life. You know, Alpo. I tell you, boy.
He gave up. He gave up on people. He gave up on people. You know, he got that money. Yep. He gave up a lot of people, man. So yeah, he's like, I know Nicky Barnes somewhere living his life too.
Of course. He's old. He's mad old, but he's probably living good. He's probably living better than a lot of people that's out here in the free world. Yeah. That's like, you know what I mean? Yeah, you already know.
Hell yeah, man.
Yep.
For me, he is.
Yep. And it's you got Nicky Barnes and I think the dude Sammy the Bull Gravano. They the biggest snitches I think in snitch history.
All of them.
Yeah, in the history of like snitching, I think they the biggest ones. Nicky Barnes and Sammy the Bull.
Nicky Barnes really like stood up. He was maxed up in the courtroom pointing fingers at people. I was like, wow.
Word, they had him like a black KKK suit on, right?
Yeah.
Coming through with the thing over his head and all of that. It's crazy.
Yeah, but Alpo really said that. Why he said what I heard on Paid in Full, where he said at the end that I'm not gonna station nobody from on Harlem because when I come home, everybody's still gonna love me. I will if he said that, man.
Yeah, he really said that.
Bold.
He really said that. Because remember, it was the DC detectives and all that snatched him up. So you know he really said that.
Yep. He's snitched on everybody from DC, PA, B-More. Dang. He really went on a rampage, man.
And then you know his man, you know, Wayne Perry and all that. Wayne Perry used to guard him so close. When Alpo used to play basketball, Wayne Perry would run up and down the court with him. Not even playing ball with him, but just running up and down the court with him.
Like so nobody can touch him. Look at it.
Yep. Facts.
And he gave him up.
So yeah, but you know what they say about Wayne Perry? They say, I don't know, I don't even want to say it on here, but you know, he's another dude that was moving a little bit funny, you know?
Yeah. There's a lot of dudes in them areas that was moving funny, man, but that was a different era. You know, that was a different era. Just like the preacher. When I heard the stories about the preacher, I got scared. I was like, what the
preacher?
I was like, man, listen.
That's a whole other level of
Yo,
I might gotta do a video or something, or maybe you do a video on that or something like that. That within itself, I don't even want to take no time on that on this platform. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather talk about that, give that like its whole a video. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, because that's whoa, right? Oh,
that
man.
was what I heard about his.
Yeah.
Shit. What I heard what he was doing, I was like, wow.
Yeah. Yo, they was playing soccer on a roof of the building with people's heads. You know what I'm saying? With people's heads. Facts. Yeah.
That is crazy, bro. That is sick, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah. People was out there doing stuff. Okay, I'll tell you the truth. The real reason of why the kid Darnell, Rich Porter's brother, got kidnapped and all of that by the Uncle Apple, the Uncle Apple was trying to impress Preacher. And Preacher wasn't impressed. Preacher told him, like, yo, what you did that for? Like, what you kidnapped the kid for? Apple really did that to impress him, to impress Preacher. Preacher wasn't with it, though. Like, yo, like, you know, oh, man. That story goes deep, though.
Yeah, that's a deep-ass story for real, man.
Yeah, they said that the Preacher had Bobby Brown hostage, right?
I heard about that one, too. I heard about that one, too.
You know, you're welcome to come up. You're welcome to come up, you know? For real.
I heard about that one too, man.
Nah, but Bobby Brown was moving crazy though, because you know anything was liable to happen to Bobby Brown, because he was all over the place. You know, he was moving wild, funny.
He had that crazy Joe movement, man.
Yeah. You already know that everything. You know, he could D everything. You know, you name it. You know, the Petty, the D everything. You know what I mean?
That dude was wilding.
You know?
Yeah, man. That dude was wilding for real, man. So wild boy.
Yep. Yo, God bless that dude. He been through a lot, right? He lost the daughter and he lost his wife. You know what I'm saying?
The same way. On the same way, drowned too.
Drowned, yeah.
I seen that's one of the things that really got me into when I seen the way that supposedly she died. That scared me. When the Houston.
Yeah, in the bathtub, right?
Yeah, because I seen the video that the day before, they said that the day before she died, she really drowned and she went to Clyde Davis, Monica, and Brandy, and she gave Brandy a note. I seen the video, and she trying to present her daughter to Clyde Davis, like, oh, this is my daughter, like trying to give her in sacrifice instead of her. So I was like, wow. I was looking at that whole. Yeah.
You want to know something crazy? How come you only hear about these things in Hollywood? You never hear nobody in the hood died in a bathtub or anything. You only hear these things in Hollywood.
And the way she died, and they would say she drowned, she had no teeth, man. I heard they beat the hell out of her. She had no teeth in her mouth, and the water was so hot that her skin was spilling off. So I was like, damn, they did her dirty, man.
That's a murder. Yeah, that's a murder right there.
Yeah,
that's a premeditated murder.
Hell yeah, that's
you never
murder.
Hear about
right
nobody
there.
dying in no bathtub, nowhere else in the hood and all that. You only
like
hear
that.
that in Hollywood. Yeah.
I mean, I'm not even gonna lie to you. I got a friend here. Then God rest his soul, my boy. I forgot his name. Alejandro, my man Alejandro. God rest his soul. He got locked up selling drugs in some projects. He did 2 years. Came home, found out his wife was wilding out on the street, was doing all kind of crazy shit. He got himself nice, got himself a little job, got a car, got a new girlfriend. Dude fell down on the tub, man, and broke his neck.
That's crazy.
And then I was like, damn. And when I came to find out the other day, because I asked about it, I said, damn, dude is out. Well, he had, he died. What you mean he died? I was like, yeah, you didn't hear about he died? Like, no. I said, dude fell on a shower and then broke his neck. I was like, oh, snap.
Crazy.
I was like, damn, for real? I was like, damn. And I think here too, in 2010, there was a boy here too that died like that too. That fell and broke his neck on the shower. I don't know, but it was a young dude though. It's a young dude. I stay talking to his mother she stayed crying about that stuff. Well, he fell on the shower.
I don't even like them porcelain, like them tubs. You know, the old school tub, them joints that you could slip easy. I don't even like those. I like the flat surface joints with the door. You know, I don't like them tubs. I don't like bathtubs.
Yeah,
I don't like
here we got they got towels. So I don't know how you sleep on towels, but you know, that's why I don't.
Yeah, you know.
Nah, well, no, like he was by himself. Though my boy was by himself in the shower. Like his wife was the one that she kind of took notice. It was like an hour and a half, and he was still in the shower. So when she went in the bathroom and opened the door and seen him there, that he was already all wrinkled up. She got, wow, this dude probably. I was like, damn. I heard that. I was like, wow.
Fact. That shit about the shower, that's a fact, bro. My grandma's 90. You know how much work it takes for her to get into the shower, bro? Every time she could pull. Yeah, bro.
The tub is dangerous, I'm telling you. Them tubs
her legs don't work like it used to, so she got to pick her leg up. It's not like anywhere outside the United States, they don't have tubs. You know that, right? They have standing showers. That nobody has a tub. Nobody around the world has a tub, bro. A tub.
My grandmother told me she used to hate them in New York when she was living in New York till like 2 years ago. Told me I used to hate them tubs, man, for real.
Shit is dangerous, bro.
She said she had to put something on the floor, like one of them rugs that can be like rough.
That's what we got in and we got and we made the city put certain things in, because you can make the city put
sandals on her feet, man.
Facts. You can make the city put the toilet bigger, man. Shit, your sink because of the city regulations when you're elderly.
Yep, they have to. Yeah, you could. Yeah, you can have the whole thing handicapped, like accessible. It's called.
Handicap accessible. The wheelchair gotta fit in the bathroom. All of that, bro. It's the city regulation.
Right here in my projects, they got that. They got the apartment for handicapped people. They got them like that. They got the wheelchair got to fit in the shower. They got a chair. Like everything is low. Everything is low. They got the different way to open the windows. It's like a chain thing. Like it's different.
Right.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Well, y'all see New York going in 2 years, in 18 months. How you see New York? A lot of cameras and shit.
I don't see it locked down, but I do see more cameras. I do see them enforcing people chilling on the streets in the summertime to get off the streets in the summertime. I do see that. You know what I'm saying?
How you make them come off the corners without stopping first? How you do that?
Yo, I'm telling you. The reason why I say this too is because the crime here in the city it shoots sky high in the summer.
Crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Crazy. In the winter, whatever, but in the summer, it's up. It's up.
Like
and this is
like July. August and September, like right before the school year starts, crazy, bro, crazy, because everybody got new stuff, everybody got new clothes, new iPhones, new this, new that. It goes hamon, bro.
Yep. Facts. Yeah. Always in the summer, this city is crazy, you know. Always,
you think when they put cameras everywhere, I'm talking about every red light will have a camera. You think that will do something? Because not like you won't be able to get away in the car because the license.
Because it's already almost like that. Even in my area, you see it. Yo, Venezuela, you see it up there on Southern Boulevard, 25 miles per hour. You see it.
They
up
got
there
the
now.
cameras up there, bro.
The Bronx Zoo. Yo, my brother was going through the Bronx Zoo doing like 50. Yo, they surrounded him. They're like, yo, what are you doing? They're like, you can't drive like that over here. And he's like, yo, you know, I'm from over here. I used to always, you know, they're like, not no more. Only 25 miles per hour over here.
Because you know, they got the lights right here on the Bronx Zoo. Every red light, it has a speed camera on it. Every red light.
Yeah.
Every one, bro.
From McDonald's all the way. Matter of fact, it starts at McDonald's. It goes all the way down to I think
to the train station, 174.
Yeah, I think 174 stops.
Crazy, bro. You can look at them and be like, oh, that's a camera.
For real. Yo, Mambru, you know, remember 98, right? 98, Herman Ritter?
What?
Mambru, you remember 98, right? The school 98, Herman Ritter, 98?
Yeah.
Okay, at that point, you could go more than 25 miles per hour.
Damn.
Everything before that, highway, you gotta go 25.
Like you gotta get on the highway basically to go fast.
Basically, yeah. Yo,
that's the school by Little Italy.
No, I mean Southern Boulevard. From McDonald's on Southern Boulevard all the way to like the school 98. You got to do 25 miles per hour. The whole
now?
There's cameras everywhere.
That's a fact.
Yep.
Bro, if you come to the Bronx, you go every 2 corners, you might see a cop car or you might see 2 police officers there.
That's been like that. But that's been like that. In New York was always in any block, you can see a cop car go by every 5 or 10 minutes. That's like normal in New York.
Though. They posted like they pushing work, bro. They on the corners, bro. The cops is on the corners, like they pushing packs, bro. They out there.
I mean, them blocks is hot then.
Back.
Yeah. You know, they ain't playing out here.
When my block got hot for a bit, they brought that tower. That tower thing. Remember that tower too? You know what I'm talking about? That tower.
You know what I call it? I call it the spring. You know why? Because the bottom of it is like scissors. It springs up. That's what I call it. Yeah.
It's like
they brought that shit to my block for like. They brought that shit to my block for like 2 weeks at one time. I was like, what? And everything slowed down. You have to go. Yeah, you have to come over. You have to go around the block to sell and stuff like that.
They listen to the phone calls. That's what that trailer does. That trailer picks up incoming and outgoing calls. On they can't. I heard
they got like a radar, like a system.
They can't record
catches the signals.
Exactly. Legally, they cannot record you, but they can listen to the conversation. They listen to all conversations coming in and out. They can't record them, but they could listen. They could pick up. That's how they pick up the wiretaps, because they listening to your conversation. You understand? That's what that shit is for, bro. If you look at the antennas, them shit is humongous, nigga. Huge.
That shit is crazy these days, you know?
Facts, bro. Shit
and you go, yo, it's funny thing, you go to other states and all that, yo, they living in harmony, yo. They in peace and harmony.
You notice that, right?
Yo, everybody's in Walmart, you know what I'm saying? Just enjoying life, you know what I'm saying?
Bro, even downtown, you go to like, you go to Chelsea Piers and you won't see none of that stupid shit, bro. You won't see none of that, bro.
Exactly.
Not one drop of that shit. You won't see cops on the corner. Yeah, they could be driving around and shit.
None of that. Yep.
None of that, bro. Nay, bro. Nay. They just not doing that shit, bro. And they killing each other out there too. They not on the corners, bro. Because I was doing the thing, the golfing in Chelsea Piers, like on Pier 80 something the other day. And nigga, we was blowing it down. We was doing all that shit, drinking, and we was laughing like, yo, bro, you could kill somebody right here, bro. You could walk away like nothing happened, but you can't do it in the hood, bro.
Exactly. Yeah, it's true. down there in Soho and all that. Yo, you could lay somebody down. You be all right. Come right back uptown.
You can walk away, not even run. You can wait for the light to turn green. All that, bro. You could be skipping. Dead ass, bro. They just not in tune to that. The energy is not like that down there. That shit's funny.
Yeah, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, yo, when you gonna do a live from the streets, bro?
Yeah. I know. That's the thing. I'm gonna have to pick up somebody's Wi-Fi signal when I do that. Because remember, I don't got the well, I don't know if StreamYard could do it without Wi-Fi. I think you need the Wi-Fi to do it on StreamYard.
You can't do it from a hotspot?
No, you can do it with your own internet from your phone.
Oh, you could?
Yeah, right now I got Wi-Fi in my room, but I'm on the balcony of my private, and I'm in my regular internet. And the live out this Saturday, I did it with my regular internet from my phone.
Okay.
All right. So yeah. I gotta do it one day. I'm gonna show y'all like my where we be and all of that. You
gotta talk to the dudes from the projects that change their lives, bro. You gotta talk to them.
Yeah. Definitely.
Like,
definitely.
I wish I could do that, man. But here's too many people that did time in the face that don't want to show their face.
That's another thing, bro. They gotta show their face now because they're gonna get older.
You know how we got the Rikers Island stories and the Up North stories and all that? Yo, just on my block alone, we could flood YouTube for the next 2 years. Just in my neighborhood alone.
Right now here,
shit that was going on in the park,
right here. Yo,
just the shit that was going on in the basketball courts, you could flood the whole YouTube, bro. Just that little park, the shit that popped off in that park, bro.
Which park? Which park?
Right here, the shit on Vice.
Oh, Vice and Daily? 180th?
Yeah, just on that part. Yeah. You know how many niggas got into beef from different parts, from down the block, up the block, all that shit, bro? Just on that park, bro.
Just that park alone.
Just that park alone.
That's what the kids got people. Yeah. It's crazy. Yo, I always tell people, my area is not it's not what you call it. It's gentrified. Like you got Bloods, you got Crips, you got the Trinitarios, you got you know what I mean? You name it, we got it in my area. It's not it's gentrified. You know what I mean?
But they're not banging on each other. You noticed that, right?
Nope. Not in my area. Not in my area. It don't happen. Nope.
They chill with each other like
it's not different over there. East Tremont, we different.
People getting money, man. People getting money these days.
Yep.
The only color that matters is green right now. If you color banging, you it's mostly a black thing too. That's true.
Yeah, it's a black thing. It's if you really want to break it down, it's really a building thing because the whole block don't got beef with other blocks. It'll be like a dude from this building got beef with your man over there that live in that building, but I know his people and stuff like that. But it's hard to talk to dudes when they want to shoot each other. It's hard, bro. It's hard to tell a dude like, yo, you don't have to clap him when he wants to. It's hard, bro.
Right.
He wants to.
It's sad, right? It's sad. You know what I mean?
No, that shit is sad, right?
Yo, twin. You know how you say like in your blog, like people you can flood like YouTube with your stories for like 2 months. If I put a line, in 2010 it was an indictment of my hood right here of 110 people. When they call me to turn the TV on. My man, when I turn my TV on, I see all my friends on the bus is getting locked up. Everybody that I grew up with, and they're already coming home, and some of them did their time and did they parole, they federal parole. And if I put them to speak, you go crazy with stories from the feds. Some of them are funny because I got some. Oh my God, you know what's 110, and I know all of them. I know every one of them.
Yo, that's a big indictment right there.
110 people. It was they call it el indictment del combo que no se deja. That's what they call
it. Bro, that's a lot of wiretaps, bro. That's what that means. That's crazy amount of wiretaps.
It was one dude. It was one dude with a flip. It was one dude with a flip because the support that wasn't taking care of him in jail. It was one dude with a flip and some girls. That's why everybody's so careful out here with the phones. It was a girl that was from here. It was a girl that was from here from the projects that was recording them and taking photos and doing all the dirty work.
My man told me it's the phone. everything to do with the indictments and all that, it's coming from your own cell phone.
Oh
Everything
yeah,
has to
these
do
days, yeah.
with your ping. They ping in your location and fucking your whole alibi up. That's what he was telling me. It got to do with the ping. When you say no, I'm not involved, and they're gonna ping your address and they're gonna tie you into the shit because your phone is your tracking device. It fucks up your whole fucking alibi. You can't say I was working or I was taking care of my kids because your ping is gonna say that you was outside.
Yep.
Yeah, they crushing your alibi, and that's the only way you could get out of jail time in reality if you have a good alibi.
And out of 110 people, nobody flipped, and that's word. Nobody flipped. Only the one the put the finger on anybody, the main snitch. But after that, nobody said a word. Nobody. Everybody came out clean. Everybody had to come up with their paperwork. Everybody was showing it. Everybody was. I'm telling you, it's Joe. You know what's 110 people and nobody flipped?
Yo, but tell them what happens. But tell them what happens when you get convicted of a felony and you live in public housing. Tell them.
Oh, you lose it. You lose your apartment.
You lose it. You lose it.
Yep. You lose your apartment.
If your grandma's been living there, what happens? Where she go?
Yep.
She out of there, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
you could try to fight. You could try to fight for it and all of that, but 9 times out of 10, you're gonna lose that case and you out of there.
Yeah, especially if it's a drug case, you out of here.
You right. You know why, right? They feel like they're already helping you. They're already giving you leeway. They're already helping you. And they feel like you messing it up. You know what I'm saying? Like, we helping you. Your rent is $10 a month. We already helping you. You know what I'm saying?
Fact.
You want to mess it up. That's how they look at it. You know? Yep.
Because people forget, like, I could be a drug dealer and I could be living in my mom's house and she don't know I'm pushing weight. I could just be a low level nigga. But if I get tied into the conspiracy and I get the felony, she's gonna lose her apartment, bro. She's gonna lose it. She's out on them streets, bro. And you just fucked her life up because she's not used to paying $1,500. She's not used to that, bro. You just dropped a fucking debt on her head that she could never get up out of there, bro. She got to come out into the free world. People forget about that shit. You might put your family into a whole situation that they're not ready for, bro. They wasn't selling drugs with you, but you got the drugs in the house. You're going down. People forget about that part. They don't tell you that part of rap.
You making $1,000 a week, but yet your rent is only $5 a month. Like, come on.
Nah, not that low. Here, like $55.
You know what I'm saying? Oh man, this is reality. This is the facts.
That's the facts. These are facts, bro. Come on. These are cold, hard, concrete facts, bro.
Where's the rest of the money going? So they can use the rest of that money to find another apartment.
Facts. Oh, no, this is my favorite part. Oh, I'll have an apartment in Section 8, and I'm living in my mom's apartment in Section 8, and I'm renting the one that I got. Oh, that's my favorite.
Yep. People be doing that. Yep.
That is my favorite right there, bro. And what you do with the money, you bought something in Florida. And you probably rent that out too. Yeah.
Right. And you know what they do also? They get the state, right? Instead of you giving up your money to pay for it, they let the state pay whoever owns the spot. You know what I'm saying?
With the Section 8 too, right?
So it's a guaranteed payment every month. Guaranteed.
Yeah, because the state don't fuck up on their checks never, bro. They pay.
Don't mess up. That's gonna be there every month at the same time. Same day, same time, same place. It'll be right.
So how you gonna make somebody who's living like that? How you gonna make them step out and come out into the working world? How, bro? You can't make them.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. I always say if you stay in one place all the time, you're never gonna grow. Anyway, you know what I'm saying?
Never.
I mean, we all probably know people in the hood that'll never leave. They'll never leave, and if they did leave, they'll end up right back. You know what I'm saying?
They'll come back to the hood.
You change your circumstances, you grow. You grow in life, or when you change your circumstances. The
one thing I always want to know about the hood, right? Like we didn't have cars when we was young. So now most of the dudes, they got cars and stuff like that. But they'll come to the block with their cars and post on the block. Instead of telling the homies, yo, get in, bro, just give me some gas money. And we go to like Coney Island, or we go to like to the shit right here, the C place right here in the Bronx. Like, but they don't do that, bro. Like, they come to the hood and they post in the hood. They never leave. It's like, damn, homie, you
Right?
grew
Yeah.
up to chill in the hood. Like, damn, can't make it up, bro.
And then sometimes when dudes do leave, they leave to go to another block to live with their chick and get their head busted over there. And then that's the end of that. Now they really don't want to leave, you know?
Yo,
Try to put out work or something like that over there on another block and get their head busted, you know. You know how it is.
Yeah.
and get their shit rocked, bro. I seen that too, bro.
Yep. You know how it go.
Like it's funny, yo, that shit is based on facts because you're not as tough as you are on your own block that you are on somebody else's block. You're not as tough over there.
Yep. Nobody, you know, on other blocks, nobody care about your reputation. They only care about what they see, what's presented in front of them, not your reputation. You know, it's the same thing on this. The dirty section of YouTube. It's the same thing on this YouTube thing. People don't know who you are, like what you know, your reputation or what you've been through. They only go what you showing them on here, what you showing them on these videos, on these lives. They can only go off of this. They don't know your history or your reputation. And personally, they don't care either. They don't care.
They don't
you
care.
Can say you shot 1,000 people and all that. Nobody care about that. They still gonna make a video with you with a goofy head on your body or something like that.
Yep. And still better not to let everybody in your life. You know what I mean? Your personal life. For me, it's better like that.
Facts. Nah, but even if you do, like, let's say you was the coolest person in your neighborhood, they're gonna make you out to be a sucker on the net, bro. That's the funny ass part about it, bro. You could be, I'm talking about cool, not even a gangster. You could just be a regular, you could be the cool nigga, and they will play you to be a sucker. Like, yo, he don't put no working on the block. Yo, but you a cool nigga. You don't got to.
You know, one thing you got to remember, these dudes, they did it to themselves. A lot of these dudes, once they became a part of this world, this YouTube world and this making a video, this world, they did that to themselves. They gave people an opportunity to come at them. They opened up the door for people to come at them, you know, once they became a part of this world. You know, so certain people should have stood off of here, especially a lot of them OG dudes that be on here. They should have stood off of here. They should have stood off. Come on, you know, a lot of the dudes, they already had reputations for this and for that. As soon as they got on here, they lost credit. By getting on here, they lost credit for themselves. You know?
Yo, you know what? I disagree a little bit. I think the reason that they came on YouTube is that when they was going to the streets, people was like, "Oh, you are? Oh, you are that? Like, oh, you the dude that they talking about?" And they looked at them funny.
And that's right too. Yup. And that's correct too. That's correct too, because a lot of them, yo, I'm the one who started the Bloods and shit in Mod 9 and all of that. And Full Up and all that. I started it.
You?
And these young dudes and all that, these dudes, they looking at you like, okay, I never heard of you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so they had to clean the image
up. Right there, I'm going to get the hammer. I'm gonna come back downstairs and splash you. You understand what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Like, yeah, like
I'm gonna run you out them nice.
You trying to press me by telling me you started the Bloods in Full Upper? You trying to, you know what I mean? You trying to press me? Or something?
Yeah. That's a fact, bro. That's a cold heart. Yo, and another thing, I'm gonna keep it all the way 1,000. The real gangsters, I never seen them in the daytime outside, bro. Like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. The only when they was getting shape up and shit like that. Like you would catch them going to get a shape up right there in front of the project, maybe. But they get, I'm outside 3 in the afternoon. No, you wasn't, bro, because you was sleeping or you was bagging up or you wasn't outside, bro. There was no reason, bro. The fiends don't come out at 3 in the afternoon, bro. They don't work like that.
So when you got good work, they come out at any time. When you got good work, they come out at any time.
but 12 o'clock, bro, 12 o'clock, that's when the gangsters is outside, bro. It's 12 o'clock, bro. You can't, come on. 12 o'clock is the gangster time, bro. I used to go upstairs at 12 o'clock when I was a kid, bro. I know what time is danger. I'm upstairs. Nigga, my mom, she would go to the block and go get me and embarrass me, and I would walk home feeling embarrassed. But it wouldn't matter because I'm alive today.
At the end of the day, shout out to her though. At the end of the day, she's trying to save your life. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And I'm talking about embarrass me. Like, oh, I don't care that your friend is here.
Yeah. Now, VR. Think about this. Think about all the people that didn't happen to, right? Like that their parents didn't come get them. Where did they end up?
Either dead or in jail.
You know what I'm saying?
I give you a truth about that, bro. I had a friend. His name was Jeffrey. I'm talking about when I was a kid, right? And he didn't have his parents who would come looking for him. So one day I'm chilling with them, and my mom comes up the block and she get me. And Jeffrey, he don't laugh. He's the only one that's not laughing. And I noticed that as a kid, and the next day I'm like, yo, what happened? What happened? He's like, nah, it's just not funny and shit like that. So he tells me the story. He's like, yo, it's cause when I go home, I don't got nowhere to sleep, bro. I gotta sleep in the hallway in the project and shit.
Now,
And I'm
that's
like,
a
what
fact
you
too.
mean?
Yeah.
I'm like, what
That's a
you
lot
mean
of
you got
things
to
like
sleep in
that.
the hallway? He's like, yeah, bro, I can't go in the house because they be doing shit in the house, and I just can't be in there. So he will sleep in the hallway with the shot off in the hallway. So he's doing that shit for like 5 months, and I'm telling him like, yo, you could chill in my crib, but my mom is on some other shit, you know. She's just not with it right there. And one day he get run up on by the DTs, and he's in the building, and they almost splash his kufi off because he got the hammer on him, and he's just dead. He just dead with the they almost took his life. And I remember like, damn, if he would have had a home, that would have not happened to him. But that's not his fault. He's a kid, you understand? That's not his fault. But it tells you the power of
That's
having
crazy.
parents, bro.
Facts, yeah. It's everything, you know, everything. Your upbringing is everything. For real. Like the
Facts.
revolution starts in your house. You know, it don't start outside with you marching on the street. That shit start in the crib, you know, the revolution.
Yep.
For real.
Hell yeah.
You know? For real.
Right up in your
Facts.
house.
Because the parents of the friend, like my friend's parents, the one who smokes, they smoked earlier than we did. Of the ones who didn't, like my mom never smoked, so I didn't know nothing about weed or none of that shit until I went to my friend's house and their parents were smoking. So your environment plays a lot to do with it, bro. It plays a lot to do with it. If nobody's smoking in your crib, you're not gonna smoke that early in life because it's just not something that's in the environment. But in your crib, if your parents, if they smoking weed, you will probably smoke weed earlier than you think about it because it's in the
My
air.
stepmother feels that way. My stepmother was the one that used to smoke weed around me when I was little. And when she found out I started smoking weed at 10, she's like, oh, that's my fault. That's my
Facts.
fault. I used to smoke that stuff around you. And I'm like, I used to like the smell. So
See?
I used to like the smell. So because my mother was a lesbian. So my mother was always with women. So this
Okay.
lady named, she was always was smoke. She was a smoker. So she became, I don't know what job she got. She had to stop, and she couldn't take that job that long because she was a smoker. You know, that's the 80s. You know, she used to smoke the weed on that bamboo paper. You know what I mean? And dance to that Donna Summers. You know what I mean? And you know what I mean? And all that good shit.
Yo, and what happened to the Reggie, bro? Whatever happened to the Reggie? Did it just
the
that just
Reggie's
disappear
endangered species.
overnight?
That's endangered species right there. You might can find it some places, but good luck though. You know what I'm saying? Good luck with that. You know?
Nobody got
Endangered
Reggie.
species.
Nobody, son. Nobody.
Facts.
What
Yo, I
was wrong
haven't
with
seen
the
a seed.
milk bag?
I haven't seen a seed in weed in years. For real, I haven't
What
seen a
happened to that
seed.
shit? Not one Reggie back. Nobody. Not even the old timers. They don't smoke like the old Reggie. Not nothing. They gotta smoke the loud too. God damn. That's fucking damn, bro. Yo, you know what I'm
Everybody here
saying? Like, damn,
be
nobody.
capping
Yo,
shit, man.
a kid can't even start with the Reggie no more. He can't start with the reggaeton, bro. He gotta go right into the powerful. He gotta smoke haze, the loud.
Yeah.
It's too much, bro.
Right. Add that with Little Dirk, with a Little Dirk song or a King Von song. Add that together.
With a
You
little
got
bit
the
of
Hulk
Tupac.
coming at you. You know what I'm saying? David Banner, you know, coming at you. The Hulk, you know.
I can't lie, bro. I don't like that smoking on my dead homies, bro. I don't like that, bro.
Yeah, that's crazy. Where they do that at? Like, yeah,
Where
that's
they do
crazy.
that at, bro? I ain't with
Where
that,
they
bro.
do that at? That's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah,
Let's leave that in Chicago though. Let's not bring that over here. We ain't gonna bring that to
yeah,
New
where
York.
they do that
We're
at,
gonna leave
bro?
that over there and pray for them that they eventually, you know, get off of that type of time, you know, because that's
Going
crazy.
to the grave sites? Where they do that at? Hey, yo,
Yeah.
y'all don't even visit your own family members in the grave site. Why would you go to the ops? What the fuck
That's
is that
happening.
about?
That's happening in Chicago and Florida. Fulio, man, that video that he did, wow, that
Crazy.
video retarded. I was
Red
like, that
Julio,
is,
right?
Yeah.
yeah, man.
I heard of that. Yeah, I heard about that.
When I see
Yeah.
you, yo, I seen that I was like, yo, I mean, the song was just catchy though.
That's what
The
makes it
song was
work.
catchy though. I'm sorry, the song was catchy as hell. I mean, I was singing the song and all that. Went out to eat on his birthday. 4 shots, 3 dead on the worst way. That shit was catchy. I was like, what?
See you and your
It's on the front of
people.
me. Now it's only 3. I was like, what the fuck? This shit is catchy. I was like, this shit is catchy, man. But when I saw the video, I was like, oh wow. I was like, yo,
that makes
this
it work.
out of his mind. You know what I'm saying?
When he went, because I follow Julio. When he went to the lady to make the poster, and the lady didn't knew what she was doing, that was the most funniest shit in the world. He said, "That was my brothers." He said, "That was my brothers. They safe for me now." He said, "Well, they died." I said, "Yeah, that was my brothers. They safe for me now." I was like, "Yo, this dude is a fool." And he let them know he was about to make the video, and I'm saying to myself, "What cemetery will allow a fool like that to go from grave to grave, laying down and popping bottles and putting Jordans?" You see, when he had the Jordans upside down, I was like, dude, he's dissing. Yo, I was like, yo, this dude is dissing hard, man, for real. I don't know how he's still alive.
What they're gonna do is they're gonna make the government pass laws that you won't be able to desecrate a grave site. They're gonna make laws that you will not be able to do that, and you see how that shit will go ham, bro. And you're gonna see people in jail for doing videos on people's graves, because they're gonna make it that way, bro. The influence of society, they're making the government look at us like, oh, I got something for you. I got these laws right here to put you in jail, my brother. Keep doing that. Keep it up. It's like they promoting it to keep it up. Like, yo, keep it up.
I always say you could be your worst enemy. You know what I'm saying? We could be our own worst enemy sometimes, you know? I'm telling you.
Yeah, but that dude's getting paid, man. That dude's independent. He's independent. He's getting paid. He's making shows all over the country. He's getting his money up for real. And now his label is official. So he getting bread. Anyways, it don't really matter because I heard some of his other songs. He not all the way hot, but I heard the Spotting Garden with Kojak. Kojak is another one. He's another fool, man. Them two dudes together, they a problem. They will.
Yeah, but
I
when
seen
they're
the
not
video
rapping about beef, it's not good, bro. If it's not beef music, their music is
that's
not.
what I'm saying.
It's not good, bro. It's not. It's whack. Let's keep it 1,000, bro. If they not beefing, they shit is whack, bro.
And you know what? And that's the same thing like with this YouTube. A lot of these dudes on here, if they're not talking about beef, they ain't got no content. They ain't got ain't nothing to watch. That, you know, they ain't got nothing for you. Ain't no content on here.
True.
You know, if they're not talking about
true.
beef, it ain't no content. You know, the beef is their content.
My girl told me a different way of looking at it. My girl was like, if they don't beef, then they're promoting that their lifestyle is garbage. Like if I don't beef, if I'm a gang member and I talk positive shit, I'm shitting on the flag basically, right? Because why am I in the gang if I'm not in tune? If I'm not putting work, what am I doing here? That's the way she explained it to me. She's like, the only way to stay patched in is to have the beef. Cause dudes is patching you in. Yeah, yo, this is what's going on. It's a way to
sad, right?
Yeah, it's a way to stay patched in, bro. Yeah, that's what she explained it to me. She's like, I ain't see it like that. But she got points. She's like, oh shit, it's true. If I never go to a powwow and the nigga and I'm not relevant, I'm not relevant. You heard? I'm a gang member and I never go to no nothing. I'm not tuned into nothing. I gotta get on the line for niggas to be like, oh, I know him. Yeah, I know him. Yo, matter of fact, let me call him, and then you could get patched in. But a lot of the shit that's going on is dudes been out of jail for 30 years and they're not in tune, and they want to get in tune. You heard? They haven't gone to the box to know the new codes or whatever. So they get on the YouTube box. That's how they do it. To get
that's great. That's another thing too. This is like a learning. Like YouTube has a lot of learning, different learning. What do you call that? Learning lanes. I don't know whatever word I can use.
Stages.
Right?
Learning stages.
Learning stages. And you know what? Even the negative shit. The learning stages of the negative shit. Oh man, I'm telling you, this shit is crazy. Everything's crazy. You know, this is the world we live in. You know, Real.
It was the
Learn
real
the
close
history
interview.
and come out. Dudes could learn the history of Crips, right? Or learn the history of Bloods or any gang on YouTube. And you would think and come out and they memorize the knowledge. They'll come out having you thinking that they've been doing this when they just learned it like a month ago on YouTube.
You stole my idea because I was gonna start doing that, bro. I was gonna start doing that shit. I was gonna start spitting codes on the net just to be like, you see how crazy this is? You see how the police do it, right? I was gonna start doing that shit. Dead ass, bro. But my girl was like, damn, but it's like insulting them. I'm like, nah, I'm teaching them that they gotta keep their mouth closed.
Yo, Big Twin, on your polls that you put on the did you see the polls that I was arguing with the Jew dude under the comments?
I was waiting for one of y'all. I was waiting for you to tell me to get rid of him. I was gonna delete this dude. I was gonna block him.
I was trying not to do it, but I was like, "Yo, this dude knows something about me." It's like, he's like, "Yo, you crab." I'm like, "What the fuck is nigga talking about crab?" I'm like, "Yo, dude, stop it. Don't watch your mouth." He said, "Oh, Tuki was gay." I'm like, "Yo, my man, watch your mouth." I was like, "You bugging?" He said, "How the fuck does nigga know I'm crippled or something like that?" Because nigga said Tuki was gay. I was like,
at him too, right?
Yeah, because we was trying to tell him like, yo, cut that out. We was trying to tell him like, cut that out. When he said you people, when he said you people, I was like, come on now with the you people.
Early on too, he said that too, right? Early on.
Yo, there's a secret. One time I was in the chat one time, and I think the guy was like Kevin Smith or some shit, right? And we talk, and he's insulting people on the panel and all that shit. And I was talking about Call of Duty. And he was like, "Oh, Venezuela Reyes, you on Call of Duty?" And he gave me his shit. So when I passed into him on the Call of Duty, the kid was a college student in fucking Michigan talking crazy shit about gang members, about the chat, about all type of shit. But he was in his dorm room with two of his friends, and they was hyping it up. But they're in their dorm rooms in Michigan, bro. They had no clue about the shit that they was talking about, bro.
And that's how it be. Like a lot of these people on YouTube, it's the same thing. It's the same thing. You know, they're using the YouTube and all as a
Jew dude from Florida. You heard Twin? My bad. That dude was he's a real Jew. He's from Florida. You know why he told me? Or if I see you face to face, I'm on Trayvon Martin. I was like, dude, go ahead with that, man. I'm like, you on some. I'm like, yo, go ahead with that. I was like, yo, look at him seeing your face so I can beat the shit out of you. I told him just like that. He was like, oh, yeah? Lucky you don't look at him, meet your face to face. So I won't tell you what Martin. Y'all like this dude is just straight racist, man. Like straight, no, for real. He didn't care. Like he didn't care. Like he didn't care all you. He just kept talking shit. I'm like, dude, cut it out. Like stop it. He just kept going and going and going. And going. I'm like, dude,
is the only place where you could be racist, bro. A lot of people want to be racist, and they gotta go to work, and they could not be racist. They gotta be, hey, how you doing, Bob?
The internet. They come on these social media
and to shit on the dirty section of YouTube. They use that. They make it the dirty section because they spew the racism out
Venezuela. The funny shit was, I said I know he ain't from New York. He said, nah. He said, by the way. But he said, by the way, fuck New York. I was like, yo, this nigga serious about his shit. I'm like, man, I was like, dude, cut the shit out, man. Everything I'm trying to tell him, I'm trying to be calm. I don't want to argue with nobody on internet, you know, on that racist stuff. Cause he thought he knew everything, like strategically, like statics, like he was like ready for everything. Oh, I will tell you what, Martin, you shut up. I was like, this dude is on some bullshit. I was like, this dude is real. He on that racist juice for real, man. Early in the morning, man. I was like, early in the morning, he wasn't tripping about nothing. He was going in.
Yo, dudes will talk about the Bronx, and they never even been to the Bronx. They never even been to the zoo, bro.
This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm trying to tell you. Yeah. All of these dudes, they like, yo, this shit's crazy. For real.
Yo, they was just the hood.
It's like these dudes, when they log into Instagram, YouTube, or Facebook, they logging into a whole new identity. A whole new identity.
Yeah, it's like they knew that's what they want to be. You heard? They want to be.
What do you call it? An alter ego. Nicki Minaj says her alter ego is Roman. Beyonce says
Yup.
she's what, Sasha
Woman
Fierce.
that. Yep.
That's these dudes
That's a
right here.
fit.
That's these
Nah,
dudes.
it's like
They
Iron
got
Man.
alter
It's like when
egos.
Iron Man goes into the suit. That's what YouTube is, or Instagram. Niggas go into the Iron Man suit. You heard? And they start blasting away
Yeah,
and
that's
shit.
these dudes. Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know. But the funny thing is, I don't like to argue like that on the net because they don't look right. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah,
he
look
just
crazy.
came in out of nowhere, and
I
they don't
tend to
look right.
differ. I
Yeah,
think the
because
argument is the starting
nah.
point of
But
the YouTube.
once he said "you people," I said, "Dude," I said, "You people," I said, "Dude, don't start this." And he just said, "Like, man, fuck y'all."
You
Blah
gotta
blah
flip
blah.
on
He
him.
just started going off. He just started
What
going
you
off.
mean, you people? I'm a Jew. You gotta flip
That's
on
what I
him.
said. You people. I said, I can tell you. I said, I told him. I said, don't start this, please. And he just kept on going. I'm like, this dude is a clown, man. This dude is a
Exactly.
clown. So he left again. And I told him,
Yo, Mambru, yo, snap, we've been on for 3 hours and 10 minutes.
yeah, I'm about to say that too, man. Damn.
Yeah. I gotta get this dinner going and all of that. Hey, yo,
See, I'm
Mambru,
about
good
to, I
looking
gotta,
for coming through.
yeah, mom, I told you, man. You hit me up. I told you I was gonna be there, man.
Yeah, show good looking. Yeah, you already know.
Yeah,
Whenever you ready for yours and all that, just let me know ahead of time,
yeah. I might. I don't know when I'm gonna do another one, but maybe soon because there are
Yeah.
people already asking me. People
Yeah.
already asking, do another one, do another one. I'm like, dude, I can just focus on lives, man. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do. But somebody tell me, but while you're figuring out what to do, make lives. I was like, oh, that sounds right.
Because remember, it's a lot of different topics and all that. There's a lot of
Yeah.
different content and all that. It's just you just gotta like tap into it 100%, and then
See
you could
right now,
know.
see here right now, you hear this shit right now. This is how long my project. You hear the music?
Yeah.
This is how long my project. This is what, a Monday night. This shit is live as hell, man. It look like a Friday night. I said, where it feels for real. And I'm looking around, and it's like a weird energy because it's like, I don't know. It's too much partying on a Monday night, man.
Yo,
Too
I ain't
much.
even gonna hold you. I'm about to get a drink myself right now. I ain't even gonna hold you.
I'm about to
Yeah.
smoke me a blunt, but
Nah, I
damn,
ain't
it's
even
too
gonna
much
hold you.
partying going on. Like they've been all morning, like all day. That's why I came out to the balcony till like now, and I came out now, and music came back up. I was like, damn, I got quiet a little while ago, but I know what's waiting for us. When Christmas is gonna be crazy because we throwing a party here, a big
Word.
party. That we throwing a hood party, like we always throw them, but this time it's supposed to be a good one. Because
Okay.
we didn't have one last year because of the corona and stuff. But 2015, 16, we had some good Christmas parties. I don't know if people, Bad Bunny, the
Sound
do
familiar.
the Bad Bunny, the do the sing Spanish rap, the Spanish rap, the heavy.
Yup. I heard of him. Yup.
Yeah, he only performed in one project. It was here, 2016.
Okay.
He only performed here. He never performed no other projects, only here. And supposedly he want to come back and do it again.
Right.
So I don't know. This Christmas look like they're gonna be crazy here.
Right.
So
Hey, yo,
yo,
Mambru,
twin,
let's
but
get up out of here. Yo,
yeah, I'm
Mambru, I'm gonna
about to
talk
tell
to you
you
in a
that.
minute and all that. I'm gonna keep
Yeah,
this up.
man.
This is gonna be on YouTube too. I'm keeping this up.
Yeah. I
I'm gonna
might
keep
even
this
check it
live
out
up there,
later.
so you already know. That's a fact.
Yeah.
Yo,
Salute, man.
Mambru, you
And
already know.
peace.
I see you in a minute.
Yeah, man. Yeah, all right, cuz,
You already 40 up.
Yeah.